P, Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. What is going on, y'all? Today is August 10th. The time is now 7:30 p.m. in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. That is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for everybody being in here. Go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause. Again, this is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where we help men find a positive fuck it. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I am your host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. Thank you again for everybody being in here. Hold on, let me shrink this other screen I got going on over here. Go ahead and get to the general housekeeping. Y'all know what it is if you've been in here a time or two. My only rules are to keep it, basically, genuinely, generally respectful, and hit the like button. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. It's free. New viewers, somebody, just might be popping in for a second, see me coming down your timeline. I really appreciate a subscription. If I have to earn your subscription, that's fine. I'm going to keep on cooking. So you might as well go ahead and hit subscribe now, but hit that like button. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. The like button is free. Make sure you uppercut it, suplex it, rock bottom, all that good shit. Thank you for everybody being in here again. I hear you guys' comments coming in. I'm moving some stuff around. Those that have been in here before, me and Broken Traditions just did a test run, so he'll be coming up shortly. Tonight, I think I've covered. Oh no, let me get back to the housekeeping. You see the Cash App, you see the PayPal on the screen. You should see the super chat, super stickers down there in the chat. If you want to donate to the channel, help the channel continue to grow, get better, get a little bit of better equipment, and things like that, you can. If you don't, I understand. I respect that as well. I used to be on the other side of the camera, so I know what it's like. But whatever you can donate, I really appreciate. Literally don't care if it's a penny. Whatever YouTube will let you drop on me, I salute you for it. Thank you and appreciate you. But let's go ahead and get into the topic tonight. Hold on. One more thing. You see, I added my email on the screen as well. So if you got topics, ideas, questions for me, hit me at growthtalk.podcast. That's at Gmail. So hit me up, ask me questions. We can have dialogue back and forth. Some of the other subscribers know that, I've exchanged numbers with them. We've talked on the backside. I love engaging with my chat. Again, I hear you guys coming in. So let me go ahead and acknowledge everybody coming in. Hold on real quick. Corey Joe, first one of the evening. What's going on, good brother? Thank you for being in here as always.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Salute to Broken Traditions. Y'all will see him on camera with me in a minute. Who else we got in here? Almanaz, salute. What's going on, sis?
You go, girl.
Take heed to the message in this thing. What's going on, sis? Uh-oh.
You go, girl.
There we go. Had a little bit of lag on my button. JT in the building. What is going on, good brother?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
And Auntie Sean from the Shy is in the building.
You go, girl.
She says, hey, nephew, Auntie dislocated her ribs on my left side of my back. Not feeling too good, but I had to be here. Auntie, you email me so I can start calling and checking on you. What are you doing up there? I'm glad you are well enough to be on the interwebs, and I appreciate you really coming in for my show. I want you to get some rest. Whatever meds they got you on, take it easy, but you get you some rest tonight. We can talk later on, tomorrow or over the weekend. I do want to call in and check on you. I hate hearing that. So sending positive energy and prayers up to you in the Shy. Get well. Do not sit up on the internet on account of me. You get you some rest. Yeah. Let me get back to the topic. I had to stop and talk to my auntie real quick. Let me get back on the topic. So tonight we had a lot of things going on, y'all, over the last month or so, last couple of weeks. Hold on, I wrote my notes down. I usually don't take notes, but I wanted to make sure I hit these things or anything else that y'all really want to talk about. I got a couple of clips lined up for us just to see where we're at. We know where we're at. We've had a long discussion as a people, talking to the Black community. Other people of hue, white folks, y'all welcome to come in here. Again, I'm trying to help men find a positive fuck it. But I'm open to everybody coming in here and giving their opinion, as long as it's respectful. But understand, I am a black man, so there's the perspective and the lived experience that I am coming from. So if you want to catch some smoke, then come over here tripping. Trust me, I got you on that too. I have a cigar a day. Those that know. So I don't mind smoke. Had to get that disclaimer out there. But we often have these conversations within the black community about, well, how do we get here? We can go all the way back to slavery, to the Moynihan Report back in the 60s, when the government, started strategically taking black fathers out of homes and different things like that, factories shutting down. We can go down the whole gamut. So we talk about, well, how do we get here? Then I know oftentimes me and Broken Traditions always say, bro, this is where we at. This is the culture. So we're going to talk about where we're at. And tonight's conversation is mainly focused on, where are we going? All this crazy stuff. Well, I'm going to talk about the riverboat brawl, as y'all call it. But as I told you before, if you hear me say the Gump, know that I'm talking about Montgomery, Alabama. So I call it the bump in the Gump. So we got to talk about that. What's going on with Lizzo, Tory Lanez sentencing. And again, I take these popular things, these topics on social media, to my own horn for a second, pluck my own string. I believe I'm really good at taking these celebrity instances and scaling them down to the day-to-day average person, man, woman, regardless of who, but again, focusing on the black community. This is what we're dealing with. The celebrity stuff, you got to think about the root word of celebrity is celebrate, celeb. So we're celebrating these people for their accomplishments, their talent, things like that. But there's people around your neighborhood and your day-to-day life, right, that we see all the time that are just as talented, maybe in one form or another, and they have these different things going on in a positive light, and we don't shed light on them. But as soon as some mess go on, like with the Tory Lanez or Lizzo, then that's what we're excited about. From the brothers going in and out of jail to our sisters out here slutting themselves out publicly. So again, we'll get into a couple of clips in a second, but I did have to give y'all that monologue. Again, I like to engage with my chat. If you're a new viewer, make sure you drop stuff in the chat. Let me know and hit that subscribe button. Let me get some, at least, 2-3 new subscribers tonight while we on this live. Let me know in the chat. My widget usually pops up and lets me know, but for whatever reason, it hasn't been popping up lately. I had a couple of subscribers while I was live and didn't find out until after. So because of that technical difficulty, let me know if you do hit that subscribe button. I appreciate everybody watching. Let me see. Auntie says, thank everyone for caring. Love my nephew, Toothpick Kofa. There's probably going to be a side tonight. These last $2. Yes, Auntie. Matter of fact, I don't see Eric Jordan in here yet. I'll hit it again. But for Eric Jordan and Auntie, y'all know I got to give y'all this because Eric Jordan was on my premiere earlier and he dropped a $2 super chat on me. So I got to make sure I play it for him.
These last $2.
Salute to Auntie. Got to hit it one more time for you.
These last $2.
BT says, I just finished cooking dinner. I'll hop on after I eat. Bet. We was doing he says, salute to everybody in the chat. Me and BT was doing a test run to make sure, everything was working right before he hopped on. And he was like, bro, I got to go. I got to eat. I'm hungry as hell. I got to make this dinner. I was like, all right, cool. So we fleshed out what we fleshed out. I was going to wait for him to get on real quick, but let me go ahead and get to some of these articles. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Then we'll get to the video and we'll flesh out some more things. Let me get to where's my screen share? There we go. Bring that up. Turn down this brightness on me because this screen is bright as hell. I'll get to the bump and the gump in a second. First, we're going to talk about this Lizzo lawsuit. So, and then, Broken Tradition, he can flesh it out some more as well, because I think we have slightly different opinions, which is cool, which is what's needed. Don't want to have a complete echo chamber. But this is from CNN. So it says, I'm quite sure a lot of y'all are up on Lizzo's, current allegations against her from her dancers, saying, she sexually harassed them. She body shamed them. Go figure.
No.
I'm not saying she didn't. I'm saying in shock. There's no way in hell Lizzo could have body shamed somebody when she's on the internet crying every other goddamn week about being body shamed. But now we have at least 6 more people considering joining lawsuit against Lizzo, says plaintiff's lawyer. So we got more people. And this is from as recent as, okay, this was, what's today, the 10th? So this was yesterday at 1:14 p.m. So this was the 9th. This was just yesterday. So I'm just do some quick reading because we all heard about but now let me not assume. So basically, let me break down. So a couple of her dancers, the females, are accusing her of weight shaming them when they're behind the scenes, when they're hanging out after hours, so to speak. She's taking them to sex parties and stuff like that. And the biggest allegation was there was some type of sex party and a lady was doing sexual tricks with a banana, cut up a banana with her hoo-ha, and, you know, Lizzo had people eating the banana. So that was one accusation. Or a strip club, and she had people touching their bodies and stuff like that, and they just felt uncomfortable, but they didn't want to get fired. So we'll flesh that out a little bit more, but let me read a little bit. So the attorney for the plaintiffs in the complaint against Lizzo tells CNN that at least 6 more inquiries have come in from other people with similar stories about the singer. Ron Zambrano, the plaintiff's attorney and partner and employment litigation chair at West Coast Employment Lawyers, said, "We have received at least 6 inquiries from other people with similar stories since we filed the complaint. Lizzo has been sued by 3 former dancers who claim they were, hold on, let me scroll it up some more, who claimed they were subjected to hostile work environment and harassment while they were employed as her dancers. Noelle, Crystal, and Ariana have bravely spoken out and shared their experiences, opening the door for others to feel empowered to do the same. Some of the claims we are reviewing involve allegations of sexually charged environment and a failure to pay employees and may be actionable, but it is too soon to say," Zambrano said. CNN has reached out to Lizzo's representatives for comment. The complaint, filed in Los Angeles Superior Court last week and obtained by CNN, also names her production company Big Girl Big Touring Inc., BGBT, and a person described as Dance Cast Captain as defendants. So it could be possibly somebody else on this, but Lizzo has the name and the fame, of course. One of the 3 plaintiffs said she was encouraged by the singer to take turns touching the nude performers while out at a club in Amsterdam red light district while on tour in February. Despite having expressed numerous times she had no desire to touch the performers. Another plaintiff said Lizzo expressed thinly veiled concerns about the plaintiff's weight gain, according to the lawsuit, resulting in the plaintiff feeling pressure to explain her weight gain and disclose intimate personal details about her life in order to keep her job. The plaintiffs also claimed they were subjected to racial and religious discrimination. Later last week, Lizzo took to Instagram to say she was hurt by the allegations. I'm going to read Lizzo's statement, then I'm going to bring it back on me. "These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing," her statement read. "My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional," Lizzo wrote in her response. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back on me. I'm not going to keep reading all that. Y'all can Google that. Talk about Tory Lanez next. But let me get through this Lizzo thing. See, this is the thing that people have to understand. Excuse me, y'all. I know that might have been kind of loud as I cleared my throat. What's going on, Mike? Mike Fleming in the building. Let me pause for the calls real quick. So we got a Mike Fleming. A lot of y'all got the same damn name, man, or similar names.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Let's see. He says, blessing to the family. And the funniest name on YouTube to me, Mike has bad knees.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Mike says, those accusations don't sound that unbelievable. So back talking about this Lizzo issue, this is the thing, y'all. This is why I wanted to talk about this and where we're going as a society. You see where the fuck all this Me Too shit got us? Nobody had any sympathy for any man at any job at any point in time when an accusation could cost him his job, his career, and his family, and his money. Nobody gave a damn.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And when I say nobody, that spilled, the Me Too spilled over to Black Lives Matter, spilled over cross-reference with LGBTQIA plus silent P community.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
When all that was spilling over and intertwining, nobody had any sympathy for any man. It was immediately guilty until proven innocent. And again, as black men, if this shit was happening to white men during that time frame, I'm not talking about your Jeffrey Epsteins and people like that who we can pretty much say it's too much information coming out and it's too much information being hidden and questions not being answered, where you can pretty much gauge that this shit happened. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people that were simply accused of doing something, looking at a woman the wrong way, saying the wrong thing, and they lost their career, lost all those things. Nobody had any pushback for that. Nobody had any concern on how this man was going to eat. And the thing that pisses me the fuck off more than anything else is when this shit is proven to not be true, whether the woman breaks down on the stand and she cries, or she finally, the right person asks the right question at the right time and she says, okay, it wasn't that bad. No, I lied. I was just upset at the time. Whatever the fuck comes out that proves that she was a fucking liar, there is no consequence for her. But this man has lost his family, his job, his money, his time, his integrity, everything. And nobody thinks about giving that shit back.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Nobody. And when I say nobody, unfortunately, other men will hop on the bandwagon too. Because the first thing I've heard several men say, even in our community, is, man, I got daughters. I got a mama. So you don't love the women in your life? Shit, I believe them because niggas. We do. Blah, blah, negative, 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 negative. We can always attach anything we want negative to a black man. And most people are okay with that shit. They don't question it. But now, when it's Lizzo, now she comes out on the internet, makes her post, says this is unbelievable. These allegations are outrageous. And I really, as much as this is on, even with this being on CNN, there is no public outcry. There's no real public outcry about ban and cancel Lizzo. Everybody's waiting to see how it plays out. And like I was telling Broker Traditions earlier, I want the same motherfucking energy the next time it's a man under these accusations. But do you think he's going to get it?
No.
Case in point, Tory Lanez. I'll get to that in a second. But when we have these accusations against men, why in the fuck would I even put myself in a position to protect you as a woman? Why would I put myself in a position, whether through marriage or even friendship, especially on some of these professional work trips where people are out of town together, they got some conference they got to go to? I'm not going out drinking with y'all. No, I don't want you to come back to my room. Matter of fact, I don't even want you to know which room in the hotel that we're all staying in that I'm in. I don't want you to know that shit. Just in case you feel a certain way the next day, for whatever the fuck reason. Because there's been men that have been accused of doing things to women simply because he rejected her advances.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
It's not going to be a whole bunch of, long videos and stuff tonight, y'all. But I did have to talk about this. This is going to be more monologue. I promise you I'm getting to y'all comments because I want this thing to flow tonight. I low-key wanted to do it outside because I wanted to smoke and have a cigar and actually engage and really, really relax and talk with y'all. But it was a little bit too warm. And the last time I did that, my computer started glitching. It was overheating. So Let me get back on topic. But this thing with Lizzo. So salute to the Do Better podcast with Theo Coop. I was in there when he first started talking about the story. And as crazy as was, hold on, BT calling in now. Let's see. Bring him up on screen. You got me, bro? Can you hear me? Oh, hold on. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Hear me? I'm good.
Yeah,
Is it
I
a
got
lag?
you. Yeah, slight lag, y'all.
Before
We work,
start,
huh?
no, I said before we start, I just want to say that we did not plan on wearing the same hoodie. I bought this hoodie from Kofa and I had it on today, and now here we are.
Salute. I appreciate the support, good brother. And for those that, again, that have been following me for a minute, I'm still working on the store. I'm still working on the shopper store. So these hoodies, these Stop Lying on Black Men hoodies, will be available soon, along with some other merch. So I do have that coming. And I'm starting out with the hoodies because we're already past the summer, basically. Kids going back to school. We already heading toward fall. So go ahead and get ready to get your hoodies. I got them coming. They're going to be a fair price. They're comfortable. I've been rocking this one since last winter. Y'all have seen me wear it several times on the live. I think there's a slight lag on me too. There was one on Broken Traditions, but y'all bear with us as long as you can hear us. I'm just glad you rock with us. Again, make sure you hit that like button. But let me finish this last thought, BT, and I'm going to throw it to you. So I was watching the Do Better podcast. Say it again.
There's no need to throw it to me because I'm hearing what you're saying, and I can't even argue with that or come back with that. So move on.
Okay. I mean, we didn't have to, agree to disagree or anything like that, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on it as well. But let me finish this thought real quick. So I was watching. Now you're muted. Oh no, it might be the lag. Never mind.
That lag is crazy.
Yeah, we fixed it earlier. I don't know, but we're gonna keep on going, y'all. So I was watching Do Better podcast with Theo Coop a couple of days ago when he was talking about the Lizzo situation, and he was mentioning, hey, this shit is believable because during his time in the Air Force over in Japan, over in Asia, he's gone to these sex shows or whatever, where it's been women who have sliced bananas with their vagina. They use they put a banana in them, and to show the strength of their hoo-ha muscles, they would cut the banana like that, right? And then he would say, everybody be in there clapping or whatever, just, kind of a weird military rite of passage, right? And I've heard these stories from other people too. I haven't seen it personally, but I've heard these stories off and on over my 15 years in the military. Pause for the cause. Today is my 15th year in the military anniversary.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So salute to me and everybody I served with. I went in on this day 15 years ago. Back on topic.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. But Theo was talking about how he's seen women cut the banana with their vagina muscles or whatever. And it's usually some young first year military guy, drunk as shit, usually a white dude, to get up there and eat the banana that she just had inside of her. Some weird shit, I know. But again, these things take place. Don't judge overseas because we got some weird shit going on in the community here. But that's why I say it's not really far-fetched. It's just like when we have people that are down low gay and they're constantly banging on the gay community, slurs and all things like that, only to find out they're gay. So it's not far-fetched, in my opinion, for Lizzo to be the size she is and then want to dictate that some of her dancers are gaining too much weight. Then we don't know who she is outside the camera. BT dropped off. Call back in, bro, if you can hear me. Bring it back on me. He's probably going to log back in. But we've heard how these celebrities are great in interviews and things like that, and everybody loves them. And then we hear the horror stories of who they were. R. Kelly comes to mind. People didn't believe that for years. A lot of the men did. Let me say that. Shout out to all the brothers.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
A lot of the men did believe that shit. It was black women. BT coming back in. Try to fix his lag. Y'all give me 1 second. Bring you back up on screen, BT. Hold up. There we go. I saw you blink. I can't hear you, but I saw you. It doesn't look like a lag, but I can't hear you.
I had it on mute.
Oh, there we go. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, look good
Is that
now.
a little better?
Yeah. It looks synced now.
So I switch. I'll switch to Google Chrome instead of using Firefox. So maybe Google Chrome is better than Firefox.
Okay. He glitched a second ago. We'll see. But yeah, R. Kelly comes to mind. Again, I was just saying how it's a lot of black men that were against the R. Kelly shit for years. I remember hearing about this. I'm 41 years old. We've been hearing about R. Kelly. I think that tape dropped when I was like 17. That was like senior year of high school. Like real talk.
I was a freshman in high school.
And it went on and on and on. And it was so many black women that supported that. So to put a bow on the Lizzo thing and where we are culturally as far as that, a lot of the stuff that our sisters have supported and been okay with is now coming back to bite them in the ass. So then it further says, if I can't control you, term used loosely, ladies, if I can't lead you just simply for the fact you won't listen, where the fuck do we go from here? Now I'll pass it to you, BT. Just get your thoughts on that. That's something difficult for me because it's stuff that black men have said for years that nobody wanted to hear. And now it's like, oh my God, because it's Lizzo, oh my God, it can't be true.
Yeah,
but this is the same precedence you said.
Yeah, for me, it's a personal thing. Like I got, as being a content creator, I got burnt too many times and having egg on my face on any situation, man, woman, black, white, whatever. Like I got burnt too many times. So I did a video not too long ago about, as content creators, we have a responsibility, like with the Jonathan Majors thing, how everybody jumped on that. And I'm like, I didn't say, I didn't say nothing about Lizzo. I just said, I don't believe it. That's all I said. I didn't make no content about it, but I just said, I don't believe it until it's proven. I don't believe anything no more until it's proven, because it's always the same thing over and over again, that a story come out, then you look stupid for running with the story. And I'm like, I'm tired of looking stupid. So I wait, you know what I'm saying? It's other things for me to talk about than just hopping on anything. So that's why I just wait and not try to be the first. I'd rather be right than be first. That's just how I move.
Yeah. And that's that's called integrity as content creator, journalist, because this is what it boils down to. This is the new journalism. I know a lot of print media, newspapers, magazines, they were pissed when the internet was picking up, because it was like, oh, anybody can just hop on and get famous. And it still feels like that. But when you're coming from a genuine place like you are, I think it matters. I think you can wear that title as journalist. The amount of work you put in, especially with us working 9 to 5s and having to juggle it.
Yeah.
You got to give yourself some room to, like you said, not be first.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I want to address this comment that JT said. He said about Jeffrey Epstein and R. Kelly, right?
Uh-huh.
Little fun fact. Remember Jay-Z's song Fiesta featuring R. Kelly?
Uh-huh.
That shot at Epstein Island.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Hold on, man. I'll get to that one in a second. I'm trying to make sure my soundboard right, but that one also deserves.
Damn.
And again, these are people that so many of our celebrities, this is what happened when you got hero worship, celebrity worship, have aligned themselves with, and then these crazy things start to happen. Just like, I'm glad you brought up Jonathan Majors, because I meant to bring that up. Everybody's been silent since that little white girl done left the country. She dipped when it came out that she basically put hands on him and was lying, and they started to kind of unravel. She went ahead and beat everybody to the punch, and she gone, and ain't nobody heard from her. So they couldn't arrest her even if they wanted to, because she's not here. And there's no big press release about that. There's no big, I guess, backlash like it was immediately against Jonathan Majors. It was just
Yeah.
another case of the black guy did it. So many people hopped on that, to your point. I kind of waited on it. I think I spoke about it once initially when it came up and was like, we don't know what happened. I got backlash for that. About a couple of weeks, a month later, after he got with Megan Good, went to court that time, and then he hopped up and was like, and they was talking about arresting, his ex-girlfriend. Then everybody was like, well, just because they want to talk to her, it doesn't mean he didn't do it. Like, everybody stayed on the Jonathan Majors thing. Not everybody, but most people stayed on the he did it thing, or that's what he get for dating a white woman. It was so many black women that were just happy to see a brother going through this shit just because he was with a white girl, even if it was a fucking lie.
And the crazy part of a lot of people like to die on that sword. They don't want to get off the sword. They don't want to take the sword out and put some bandages on the wound. They'd rather die on the sword. Like, no, I know what I stood on 3 months ago. I can't change what I said, and that's the problem. People have to die being right, and I don't know. That's a recipe for disaster.
I'm scrolling up through the comments because I was missing them as I was going. But JT said something. He said they said Jonathan Majors is guilty, so Lizzo is guilty, and that's the premise. That's what I'm on. So which one? When you set a precedent, take the people out of it. Celebrity, man, woman, whatever the precedent is. If the court of public opinion means more than the actual court of law, then that's what it is across the board. It has to be that way. You don't get to pivot because it's a woman now. You don't get to pivot because it's a white woman now. You don't get to pivot and because it's a black woman because of the sisterhood. It's so many times that we as a people be like, oh, I know that white boy did it because white folks got all the money and they this, that, and the third. You know how many? Bro, I'm from Alabama. We'll get to that in a second with the bump and the gump, as I call it. You know how many broke, poor white folks I grew up around and still think they better than the richest black person?
Yep.
So when we're saying this, it's almost immediate that, oh, well, white folks have so much more than us. They can get away with it, or they get away with it just because they're white. Then again, we flip the coin over when it's a black man, and we sound like white people a lot of time. Just because somebody said a black man did it, that means a black man did it. No matter how much proof we can come out with. This is why this stuff with Jonathan Majors is unraveling. Let me get to a couple of more of these comments. Y'all, I got to scroll back. Y'all was in here cooking. Let me see what I want to pick up. Oh, Jay Will in the building. What's going on, good brother? I missed you being in here. He said the comment section wasn't working. I promise you I didn't do it.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Mike Has Bad Knees brought up another good one. Johnny Depp was the only man I've seen come out on top.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
And you know what did it, Mike? That recording. Like, he had to have that recording of her on tape telling him how much of a baby he was, how crazy, basically showing the world how crazy she was. And think about how long Johnny Depp had to wait for that. Again, for the black men out there. If a white man got to go through it, what do you think a brother like Jonathan Majors has to go through? Already caught it in the court of public opinion. He got to fight it. By the grace of God, he got the money, but that's still money he don't want to damn spend. He shouldn't have to spend for something that it doesn't look like he did. But again, scaling it down to the average day-to-day brother. Think about the day-to-day brother that doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Don't have that money to fight. Doesn't have that time, that PTO to take off work to keep going to court. Then he loses the job. Now he doesn't have the money. Now he can't pay the lawyer. Now he has to get a public defender that's overworked, underpaid themselves. What do you think is going to happen to that guy? Based off an accusation or a thought. You can jump in anytime. I just want to.
Oh, no, you good. You good.
See, Take Heed said it. Women are to be believed at all times. Shaking my head.
You go, girl.
And that's ultimately what I was getting to, Take Heed, is that the whole believe all women thing getting caught up because Lizzo's accusers are women. So are we going to believe these women? This is what I'm talking about with the precedents. When it's framed that way, when this is the foundation, when this is where we are in society, and we're not our grandparents and we're not our ancestors, this, that, and the third, we're not going to put up with what our grandmothers put up with. You set that in motion. Now it's coming back to bite you in the ass with somebody who's been accused of some sexual acts or being, toxic at the job or whatnot. And it happens to be a black woman and a popular black woman. And people are like, oh no, that's not true. That doesn't even make sense for Lizzo to be in support of the big girls. And then she's telling her dancers they're overweight. People immediately turn it off. They're going to find some excuse. We find excuses to let a lot of times sisters get off where we hold the brothers accountable.
Yeah.
Now,
but I would say it don't make sense. But at the same time, stranger things have happened. So I'm not going to say she didn't do it, but also going to not. I mean, I have to say that she didn't do it. Well, you got to look. I don't know what's going on in here. Thank you, Quiet Storm, from blocking that person. But
I had a troll.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you got some real Chinese, Japanese writing going on that he blocked. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Damn.
All good. Appreciate you, Quiet Storm.
Yeah, Quiet Storm. See, that's why the Quiet Storm needed a wrench. Like, you were playing all those games, talking about you can't figure it out, and that's why you needed a wrench. And I think that you should start sending Quiet Storms half of your YouTube checks.
Look, Quiet Storm, that dude, man. I know I had a lazy day one day, and I was just on everybody chatting. Maybe he had a lazy day too, but everywhere I went that day on YouTube, of course, we all, subscribe to most of the same content.
Yeah.
I saw QS.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's me. That's myself and Mona D. Like, I don't know if I'm a Mona D stalker or Mona D is a broken tradition stalker. But either way, we always in the same spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of us on there, man. I've seen everybody. I done seen EJ. I done seen DG. Salute to Derek if he in here. Mona. Yeah, I seen Mona in the same spots. Let me get this comment from Auntie. She says, I work with a woman who pulled that bullshit and she's old. Can't stand women who lie about being taken advantage of. Makes it hard for those that it actually happens to.
You go, girl.
And that's another premise, bro. I want to say, people don't understand. It's so many men that are supportive of women, but when these false
my bad.
No. I just took a pause. It's so many women. Not gonna say so many. When these false accusations come out, it makes you hesitant. Like the whole Carly Russell thing. The next day, I was hesitant to post about this missing child, and it was a child. And I told y'all, Kofa love the kids. I work with kids, all that. Y'all know that shit about me. But I was hesitant to post that this baby was missing because it was literally the next day when everything came out about Carly Russell lying. Like, they did the press conference, all that shit. The very next day, there was an Amber Alert here in Georgia. A 1-year-old girl was missing. And I just, for about an hour, I would not post it because I was really mulling over in my head. But I finally went ahead and did it. And by the grace of God, they did find that baby. Let me keep on going. Auntie said when her money get right, she gonna buy a hoodie. Thank you, Auntie. I appreciate it. Let me keep on going through the comments. Yep, Quiet Storm in here. I appreciate you, brother.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Thank you, Auntie Sean. Thank you, Take Heed, for the military blessings. Thank y'all. I'm still going.
I think I said the same thing too. If you didn't miss it, that's when I had my lag going. I tell you, thank you for your services and all that. I had a lag.
Oh yeah, man. I really appreciate y'all. Look, Mike has bad knees. I've seen the same thing talking about the Lizzo banana thing in Amsterdam. People have seen it in Europe. People have seen it over in Asia. Again, I think before we was talking, I haven't really heard about. I heard about it a couple of times, but I haven't seen anything to that effect. There's some weird donkey show of sex, like some bestiality type of shit that's supposed to be going on in somewhere in Mexico, but it's like a show for tourists. So
it's probably like the same thing how people come here look at drag shows.
I mean, it's no telling. It's no telling.
Yeah.
It was a go ahead and get to your super chat. JC, I see you. Want to make sure I get the super chats as they come in. Where it go? Bam, there it go.
Yeah, I got a problem with the super chat, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Mont says, congratulations on monetizing, brother. I appreciate you for the $2 super chat. So y'all know what it is.
These last $2.
Appreciate that, good brother. Thank you.
So
make sure
he gives you a super chat, but he comes on my live stream and argue with me.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
For those that don't know,
super chat.
those that don't know, on this side, Unstructured Conversations is Broker Tradition's big brother.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Like his brother. So like I was on BT's live last night and they had a disagreement and I was just loving that shit because I was like two brothers sitting here arguing and me and BT spoke about it earlier today and he was like, you see what the hell I had to deal with growing up? So that's his brother, man. Salute the Unstructured Conversations, bro.
Unstructured Conversations, man.
I appreciate you being in here, good bro. But yeah, Mike Has Bad Knees says he saw the same thing in Amsterdam. Heard about crazy shit over in the motherland too. So it's not far-fetched, man. So they may have gone to the show as a group outing and just saying, let's do something weird and different. But it's overboard when you telling people you got to eat the banana, you got to touch this dancer or this performer, and you asking them intimate conversations, intimate details about their personal life. That's not some job shit. Let me keep on going. Mike Has Bad Knees says the Boondocks made fun of R. Kelly was getting support. He did, and it was spot on. You gotta think. Say what?
I said it was spot on.
Yeah. Like that was after everything with the court, then the Boondocks, and then R. Kelly thing went on for years and years. He's just now getting caught up. Yep, always nonsense. Black women support. That's from Take Heed to the Message. It's a lot of stuff that our sisters support. Black men are against, and we're told that we're evil and conniving and controlling and all that shit, or you're being too far-fetched. One of the biggest things, you might get a toothpick, Broker Traditions on this one. The vote blue no matter who. And
I give you another one. Go ahead, hit the soundboard. Oh, I thought you were looking for a sound. Another thing too, I would say that it goes towards that is that neo-feminism movement. That Gloria Steinem got black women believing that you need a man as much as a fish need a bicycle. That was a quote that she said, and black women ate that up back in the 70s. So moving forward now, you see the results of that. 50 years later, you see the results of that.
I'm glad you used that word. These are the results. The stuff that happened back then, these are the results now. So what results are we going to have going forward? Because now this precedent is set. Again, I promise y'all this isn't going to be all about Lizzo, but I wanted to make sure I got some of them comments. Salute to JC. Appreciate you being in here, good brother.
Oh, it's good to
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Quiet Storm asks, are we learning yet Miss Apple in the ass? Salute to Shauna. We're not going to get on that. I like apples and bananas. If y'all know that little nursery rhyme, Jesus.
Ruin my childhood.
Yeah. I see y'all Mona D in the building. What's going on, sis?
You go, girl.
I appreciate everybody being in here, y'all talking. And yes, I'm afraid to bring this Japanese stuff up on the screen, so I'm not going to because it might curse my shit. I don't know what the fuck it says. But whoever you are.
That's what Quiet Storm blocked. He blocked, yeah.
Yeah. Salute to whoever that was. Maybe you were calling me a nigga. Maybe you were saying hello. I don't know.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
It's
Don't
probably
speak.
because I'm on your live now. I think I'll be a little more.
When you bring,
Unstructured conversation, I'm gonna say his whole name, real name. Unstructured conversation said I always break other people's lives.
really?
So yeah, like I was on somebody live last week. He had crazy echo to the point that he had to use his computer microphone. I was on somebody else live before that. His whole live just froze up. I was the one took over the live. So yeah, I might have like something that's going on with me. I think it's a broken traditions problem more than it's anybody else's problem.
Real Bravado Network. I appreciate that $20, good brother. Thank you for stopping in, man. I see you all the time across the interwebs of the YouTube streets. I think I've seen you in Obsidian's chat and beautiful lies. Salute to El Guapo. I know I've seen you around, good brother. Thank you for being in here. Let me get to the super chat. He says salute to the monetization and for $20. So I'm gonna just hit both my music sounds. I don't have one for a $20 drop yet, but you get
These last $2.
and I know 2 and 5 equals 7. I can't do that much math, but I just had to do my money drops for your Real Bravado Network because I don't have anything for the $20 drops. But I appreciate y'all. Here go JC. Y'all finna get JC started with the with the apples, man. We're not doing that shit tonight.
See, that's the moment where I wish JC still had his, do his live stream because I would love to hear them go on that one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, but let's pivot real quick. This is another thing, y'all, that came out this week. And so tonight's conversation kind of came from Broken Traditions live last night. He was, again, talking about the culture, different things like that. But he was just saying over the last couple of weeks how things have been back to back to back. So I was like, damn, it has been a lot of stuff going on. And I had to put on my conspiracy theory hat as well. So conspiracy theory Kofa, also with conspiracy theory Broken Traditions, started thinking
CTR.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory on. Yeah. CTR.
CTR. Okay. And so he gave himself a nickname.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And Lex hate when I give myself nicknames, but she hate when they stick too. So
yeah, hey, it ain't going nowhere. It's stuck now. So conspiracy Kofa and CTR started thinking like, what else is really going on? So this is where I got the idea for like everything all together, because we're seeing it across the board. So we're seeing Me Too with Lizzo. We're seeing Believe All Women with Tory Lanez. That's what I want to talk about next. We're seeing the wokeness with the Bump and the Gump, the River Brawl. We're seeing Tierra Allen, who was released today. For those that don't remember her name, this is the sister that got locked up in Dubai for screaming on a man because they consider that to be, offensive language over there, basically. But she got released, so she's on a plane home if she hasn't made it back yet. So again, it goes back to our women can do whatever they want. We're still holding the men, Tory Lanez, accountable. Go ahead, BT.
You forgot one.
What's that?
You forgot about what's her name? Summer Walker on her super duper, her breakup night, I guess you could call it. So you had Summer Walker as well.
Well. If it isn't Thotimus Prime and Niggatron.
Yo, listen, before you go on, Keyshawn Manning, I am taking that. I'm taking that drop. Kofa, don't take that drop.
Oh no! Oh,
I called.
I had to get to the con 2020. Oh man, the first. You got it, bro. You got it. Salute to Keyshawn, man. Salute to Keyshawn.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
That is a good one, bro.
Yeah,
but you got it, BT.
Because I can't. Every time I want to drop, Kofa got the drop. It's to the point that I don't even do drops anymore. I just do videos. So I have my own lane that I'm fighting with Mona D that she don't know I'm competing with her in. It's 90s R&B. So I use 90s R&B to get my point across. And I think I do a good job at it. Either that or Bow Wow.
Stay in your lane, pimp.
Yeah.
Salute to Bow Wow.
Yeah.
But go ahead with Summer Walker.
Oh yeah, so Summer Walker, as you guys may not know, she broke up with Little Meech. Think that he cheated on her or what have you, whatever. It's like some regular celebrity gossip. But she went out to the club with Sexy Red, Sukihana, and Saucy Santana. Not sure it's for a video shoot, not sure what it's for, but just put it like this. Summer Walker had Sexy Red and Sukihana looking very modest that night. And you know how Sukihana and Sexy Red give it up when they in public. So if Summer Walker had them looking modest, you can imagine the things that she was doing that night.
I forgot to even upload that video. We'll get to some other ones in a second, but
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
if y'all go look at that video during her breakup celebration, yeah, that's a good term. She had them looking modest because she was on one that night.
Yeah,
she was.
I mean, I don't really falter because, like I said, men do it, women do it. Everybody who have a break, not everybody, but there are cases when some people have a breakup, they go through that phase of let me do the most to get this out of my system. She was doing the most, and it was recorded. That's the thing. Like I've been to strip clubs with people, I've been to clubs with people. You know what I'm saying? I've been to places with people that act like that from different races, different genders. It didn't matter. Like everybody does it. So that's why I didn't really talk on it too much because it's a common thing.
Yeah. But again, I guess my thing is where we're at. We know how we got here. We keep, because when we want to use how we got here as an excuse, slavery, the government, the white man, when we want to use that as a reason of why our people are doing this stuff, but we're the ones that keep doing the action, we know how the hell we got here. We know that at this point.
Yeah,
we're having a difficult time recognizing this is where we're at because we don't think anything is wrong with it. So when I say this is where we're at, I'm not saying that in a positive way. I want us to recognize this shit ain't right. That's why the question tonight is, where are we going? If y'all have any idea for solutions in the chat, drop them, throughout the night. I'm peeping back over and forth. So just drop them in there and I'll bring them up on screen. But again, where are we going? This is the thing I wanted to speak on with Tory Lanez. Again, I personally, this is just a Kofa-ism. I do not believe that he shot Megan Thee Stallion. There was an eyewitness, a female, and it never really hit the news. Nobody really harped on that, circled it, underlined it. We just triggered off of emotion, thinking again, court of public opinion, another black man harmed another black woman. We got to protect our sisters. So the biggest thing Tory did that night for me was being a dumbass. Getting drunk. Me and BT discussed why we don't drink, because things like this craziness happen. He was trying to fuck with the Kardashian sister while his girl was there. Not to mention Megan's friend that was there with them. He had fucked both of them.
And if I'm not mistaken, he had sex with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had slept with Megan Thee Stallion. He had slept with the friend. They all at this party. Then he's trying to sleep with a Kardashian. They obviously drunk. But there was a eyewitness, a woman that took the stand, and she was like, she saw two women outside the car arguing. One woman went back to the car. Then she heard shots. She saw a man, which would be Tory, emerge from the car, heard another shot, and then it spiraled into Tory Lanez shot her. Because he wasn't even charged with, shooting a person. He was charged with, possession of a firearm, because, California has strict ass gun laws, discharging a personal firearm, and it was one more, but it had nothing to do with me physically, shooting at broken tradition. It had nothing to do with, discharging a firearm at a person intentionally. So, and then my premise was, again, this is just my paralegal brain working. He only had partial DNA on the weapon. It kept coming back inconclusive. Everybody's personal. So let me explain something to y'all for the law. On the prosecution side, the people trying to get the people in jail, they'll go get their own professional and whatever they want. Whatever the premise of the case is, they'll go get a professional from that field to give their testimony on what they think happened. So they got a firearm expert or DNA expert or whatever. So did Tory Lanez. And then I think he got a personal one. I think the lawyer got another one. But either way, each time they went and got a professional about a firearm or DNA or fingerprints, it kept coming back inconclusive. So what that says to me is, let me see something I can grab. If I'm grab my water bottle. If I'm firing my weapon, Broker Traditions comes over and says, "Hey, bruh, stop." And he puts his hand over mine trying to take the weapon away from me. His fingerprints are going to be somewhere on that weapon, but they're not going to be on the handle, on the barrel, on the trigger well like it would be if it was me, because I'm literally holding the weapon. So that's what that says to me. I don't think that brother should be sitting in jail for 10 years. But again, he's the man in the situation. He put himself in that situation. He has partial fingerprints on there. I believe the two women, girl, it's okay. The sisterhood kicked in. The sister code kicked in. And I believe they lied on that man. Yeah. I believe the other girl was shooting. Tory tried to take the gun, ended up pointing it down. Gun goes off. But he's trying to take the gun. So his hand is not on the weapon. If I fire off 5 rounds, my DNA is going to be on that weapon. All over it. But if I'm trying to take it from somebody, it's going to be a fingerprint here, there, maybe my thumb. But my whole palm print is not going to be on that weapon. And that's what kept coming back, is inconclusive or, incomplete or something like that. Whatever the term they use.
Yeah. And while you're looking at the comments, I want to go back to something that, myself and Unstructured Conversations had last night about, the Black Lives Matter mentality, and how I said the Black Lives Matter mentality set us back 100 years. I said, Megan Thee Stallion said the reason why she did not say that Tory Lanez shot her originally is because of George Floyd. She said that during the Gayle King interview. She said, "Oh, just what happened with George Floyd. This man, from her statement, this man shot me, but I felt like if I called the cops was going to kill him, so I needed to protect him."
No.
Then how much of a threat was he? And see, that's my thing. Let's Kofa's dead ass wrong. Corey was brazen that night. He tried to offer. Why would you protect somebody that was that violent to you? That again goes to the mentality of where we are as a people. People that are actually harming the community, we try to protect. The people, black men that walk the straight and narrow, we're lame, we're born. The women that try to walk the straight and narrow, lame, born pygmies. The people that are not burning down the community receive no love and support. The people that do this crazy stuff, I felt like I had to protect him. I believe that's a lie, in my opinion, because again, I don't think the brother shot her, because again, she didn't have a bullet in her foot. She had gravel fragments from, the ricochet. Either way, traumatic. I get it, but don't. Stop lying on black men. It's a reason why I had these hoodies made. Stop lying on black men. I really believe he tried to take that weapon, tell Shaw to stop playing. You acting a damn fool. Get y'all ass back in the car. For these folks show up, try to take the weapon. That's how his prints got on it.
Yeah.
Because they never talk about dusting it for the other females' fingerprints or DNA. But again,
also too, he probably was some type of sacrificial that had to be he probably something that had to be sacrificed in the entertainment industry, because conspiracy theory Ron, CTR, there's always some type of thing that happened before somebody take off their career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And things happen, but it's so coincidental that this happens.
Yeah. Almanar says they were not together at the time. Meg was not invited to that pool party. Okay, so that's something that I didn't know. So she just showed up at the pool party. Bitch, what you doing with my man? Nigga, what you doing here? on that type of time. That's what I'm garnering from that. Look, Real Bravado says he was slinging that dirty D to whomever wanted it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me see. Which one says that was not her? Which one, Almanaz? She says lies. That was not her original statement. She changed up on the stand. You talking about Meg? Mike has bad knees. Says he doesn't drink in public. And Quiet Storm said earlier he didn't drink at all. So
yeah.
Auntie Sean says I occasionally drink and I do it at home. Too much drama in the bar.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And
This is interesting. This is I'm hearing that, like, everybody. I'm like, y'all really pay that for that much? Okay, I don't know the liquor culture and all that. Like, I hear the names and stuff that people say they pairing with, but I really don't know. This is interesting. Jay Will in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
I don't know if I hit the button for you earlier. Let me drop it down, bring it back up. Jay Will says, I gave up drinking many, many years ago. And even back then, I never drank to get drunk or even buzz. Just, socially. I can respect that. Yep. Almanaz says his prints nor DNA were on the gun. That's crazy. And then I think a lot of people feel like he did it because he said he wished that night didn't happen and he was sorry and all that over the jailhouse phone, but he never said I'm sorry for firing a weapon at Megan. He never said those words. He could have been sorry. He was trying to fuck with the Kardashian sister. He was sorry for being drunk in public. He's sorry that it happened. He's sorry that she did get hurt. He's sorry he didn't get out the car quick enough. It could have been a lot of things he was sorry for. But again, brothers, take that as a lesson. Stop talking on the goddamn phone. Talk to your lawyer. Sober up as well. Let me get one more comment. Auntie says, I don't think it happened the way many of these women are saying about Tory. Hate that happened to him. Yep. Almanaz says bullshit. Lord Love Smith. I think this is the first time I've seen you in here before, so salute to you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Facts. He says I fire about 2,000 rounds every couple of months, and it's impossible for my fingerprint and DNA not to be on the gun. Big facts. Like, none of us are Professor X from X-Men and have telepathy powers and I can move shit with my mind. It didn't happen like that, man. Jay Will says, someone please explain why it's a 10-year sentence. There are people who kill people and get less time. The wide receiver Ruggs, or running back Ruggs from Alabama, that had just got drafted in the NFL. That was, driving. What was he doing? Like 165, something like that.
I think 175, something crazy.
Yeah, and killed this lady in the car accident. And he just got 3 to 10 years. And this lady is dead. And he was drunk at the time, I believe, or just lost control of the car. I don't want to put anything extra on it, but I know he was driving at a high rate of speed. Killed this lady and the dog, and he got 3 to 10 years. Tory just got a flat 10. And nobody died. It wouldn't have been a fatal injury anyway if she did actually get hit with a bullet in the foot. But again, California has some of the strictest gun laws in the country. For it to be as violent as it is in LA and other parts and stuff like that, they have very strict gun laws. So that's why he got hit with that 10. Almost caught up with the comments. Alma says Tory should have let her rant and leave. No attention kills them.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yeah, that's one of the big things I always tell brothers. Almond, the worst thing you can do to a woman is ignore her. That's the worst thing you can do to a woman. Because a lot of women take any type of attention, even if it's negative attention. This is why so many sisters will stay with guys that use them, literally abuse them, because it's still some type of attention that it's more attention than what she's used to getting or not getting. Yep. Jay Will says, I was on time today, been listening and working, so I haven't been commenting.
Got it!
All good.
Fish grease!
Long story short, little brothers are violent. Get you a husky brother, plus winter is on the way. Salute to JT. Hey man, don't shit on us short kings, bro.
Got it!
Hotter than fish grease.
Look, Almond follow this thing for real. Sis said she got
Yeah.
stitches. She got stitches. The doctor was interviewed, so she didn't even have no gauze needed, no bandage. No, she got stitches.
You go, girl.
Yeah. I don't know if JT know. JT, you out there in Cali, bro? How strict are the gun laws? Your ass better not get caught with a fucking slingshot out that bitch. But I'm gonna share this screen again, BT, about the bump and the gump, as I call it. My people down in Montgomery, Alabama, because I know we can cook on this one. That was hold on, let me share this screen. I was gonna read this Tory article, but I think we kind of fleshed that out good enough.
Yeah.
Let me bring that up. Bring up this. Oh, hold on, I gotta bring your camera up. You weren't on earlier. There you go. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna go to the press conference real quick. As y'all can see, the press conference is, damn, if I can move my thing out of the way. Move. Computer doing what it wants to. Okay, there we go. All right. So as you can see, the press conference is 30 minutes long. I'm not finna play all that. I do want to get to, this is the mayor of Montgomery, for those that don't know.
Yo, I would suggest you could just leave me off the screen because I have a crazy lag.
Okay. I'm gonna drop that off. Well, I know y'all can hear me, so I'm gonna drop both of us off so it doesn't well, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm not lagging. But
you good.
I'm gonna bring up the sheriff real quick and let him go for a minute, because I know most of y'all haven't seen this. Again, it's little old Montgomery, Alabama. It's not major news, even though it's blown up on the internet like that. It has made CNN and things like that, but again, it's Montgomery, Alabama. This is WSFA. This is the channel down in Montgomery, the news channel down in Montgomery that covers a lot of stuff. Basically, one of the main news channels, right? So this is the sheriff getting ready to speak now. I just want y'all to hear from him, and I put the link to the whole video to this page. I put it in the description for tonight's live, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it run a little bit just so you can hear from him.
Good afternoon. Again, Chief Darrell Albert, Montgomery Police Department. Now, I'll kind of lay out the facts as we know them now regarding the incident that took place on Saturday, August 5th, 2023 at 7 p.m. There were several events taking place on our historic river front. Positive feedback regarding a school event hosted by the Montgomery Public Schools and Hyundai was taking place at the amphitheater and nearby train shed. The Harriet II river cruise ship was fully operational, operating from a designated docking space along the river. The Harriet takes passengers on 2-hour tours up and along the Alabama River throughout the day. On this day, there were 227 passengers aboard that vessel. The incident occurred between a co-captain of the Harriet II vessel and a private boat owner and his family. As the Harriet attempted to dock in its designated space, designated and reserved due to the gangway access as well as the mooring requirements, the private boat was docked in its space, prohibiting safe docking of the Harriet. The captain of the Harriet.
So let me pause there real quick. So the brother right there with the white shirt and, does the hat throw and all that, and everybody act like it's, him calling the rest of the Thundercats. He is the co-captain of that bigger ship that was getting the footage of, the angle they're at now. He was the co-captain. So the little white kid behind him right here, I think you guys can see my cursor. Him
remained away from the dock for nearly.
He was working. He's like 16. This kid right here, he's 16. So he drove the smaller boats just in case there was a breakdown of a bigger boat. He could shuttle people back and forth to shore. So he's the one that had to come over and get the captain, because the captain had already called over the bullhorn saying, hey, move your boat. I need to park this big ass steamship. The guys gave him the middle finger. The little white boy right here, the 16-year-old, had to go over there, get him, bring him back over there so he could talk to him and do his job and have them move the boat. So I just wanted to add context because everybody kept saying that he was a security guard.
40 to 45 minutes as they attempted to contact the operators of the private boat via PA system. They were only responded to with obscene gestures, curse words, and taunting. The co-captain was then picked up by a separate vessel and brought to the pier in an attempt to have a conversation with the private boat owners and or have those boats moved so that the Harriet could dock. A confrontation ensued between the co-captain and Mr. Pickett, the co-captain, being attacked by several members of the private boat. Several members of the Harriet II came to Mr. Pickett's defense, engaging in what we all have seen since on social media. I'll give you a timeline as to the way the calls came in and the Montgomery Police Department's response. The original call came in at 7 p.m. as a typical disturbance. The caller, who was the captain of the Harriet, was very calm and not in distress. As additional calls were received, at 7:15 p.m., the call was dispatched to the Montgomery Police Department. 7:18, the first units, 4 Montgomery Police Department officers arrived on scene, with 3 shortly thereafter. 13 individuals were detained and brought to police headquarters for questioning and interviews. Those interviews lasted several hours. At that time, all parties involved were released pending further investigation, but were all given instructions on how to secure warrants on combatants.
Here we go.
We have since consulted with and are continuing to work with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, our state police agency, the Montgomery's DA's office, and the local office of the FBI. This investigation is ongoing and more charges are likely. We encourage the public to continue to send us additional videos or evidence relating to this case. Those can be sent to Star Center at montgomeryal.gov or at our secret witness, 334-625-4000.
And the hat.
The victims in this case, the co-captain, Mr. Damian Pickett, black male, and a 16-year-old white male juvenile who was struck by the owners and operators of the private boat.
They jumping on. See, I'm gonna pause it real quick. The 16-year-old white male he's talking about, that's the kid I was just talking about. I'm gonna let it run for another couple of seconds, then I'm gonna bring it back on me and BT. Because again, this is a 30-minute long session.
The suspects thus far have been identified as Richard Roberts, white male, 48 years old, with 2 outstanding warrants for assault, 3rd degree. Alan Todd, white male, 23 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree.
I'm going to pause it and bring it back on us. BT, you still there?
I'm here.
It's my fault, bro. But yeah, y'all.
You good?
So y'all saw that, right? So, again, the little white boy with the vest doing his salute to him, man.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
He tried to hop in and push somebody off, and then the guy threw a punch at him. So I said, I'm not going to keep inviting people to the cookout, but we at least got to give him a plate. He could come pick up a plate. He tried. He only 16. We can't hold him accountable for his people. He tried to help, and he wasn't finna fight no grown-ass man. I'm not mad at him. He can come pick up a plate, but he can't stay at the cookout.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
What you got on that, Kofa?
Hold up real quick. 2 comments. Almanai says, the press conference gave me life. Shout out to co-captain Damian Pickett.
You go, girl.
And then Felicia snuck in here. She says, good evening. What's going on, sis? Uh-oh.
You go, girl.
Working on that. So I love that our people hopped in and we're helping each other. However, I agree with you on this, BT. We are celebrating this. A little bit too hard for me. You know, the memes are hilarious, but what's next? That was the premise for tonight. What's next? Okay, we all got together, and let's be honest, it wasn't that big of a brawl. A lot of them punches weren't fucking landing that brothers were throwing. It was just we showed up. You know, the brother had the chair. We're the folding chair is now like a black artifact or something like that. And let me say this about Montgomery, Alabama. Montgomery, Alabama is the backbone of civil rights. So for those that don't know, yeah, Martin Luther King is from Atlanta. A lot of the older preachers here, because he was so young and making a come up, they didn't like that he was coming up so fast. This is why he went to go preach in Montgomery. This is why he was the head down there. He was in his early 20s. So me having went to college in Montgomery, actually walking on the street, standing on the corners where Martin Luther King, the bus boycott, and all that shit happened. Like when we link up and do right in Montgomery, in the Gump, when we get right, we get right. However, how there's break-ins here in Atlanta, and me and BT getting ready to talk about that, that same shit is going on in Montgomery, Alabama on a regular basis. I just hate to try to be the voice of reason. I'm sure BT may catch it too when we ask, okay, what's next? Like, this is a moment. I'm glad, I'm proud of my people, all that shit. Black Fist, all that. I'm proud of our people. The next day, we back on some nigga shit.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
We back on it, infighting, doing all types of crazy shit. Again, this is the premise of tonight. Everything that I'm showing you that was so popularized, the Me Too movement, believe all women, hold men accountable, all that shit is now coming back. Black Lives Matter, coming back to bite us in the ass. Vote blue no matter who. I ain't even touched on Biden and how much pushback Ice Cube is getting. He's being called a sellout for actually trying to push something specifically for black folks. And it's been going on for the last 3 years. And he's getting a lot of this smoke from his own people, to include other black men. For what? Because he's willing to have a conversation? But we'll look at this and we'll make this shit so blackety black, pro-black. Yeah, our people. Like, BT did a good job, bro. You did a great job last night showing those videos of people like, yeah, man, my people own one. I love my people. This, that, and the third. But when we look across the span of the diaspora, whether it's here in the States, across the water, we're still infighting. We're still not getting along. We're still taking each other's lives. Our women are still publicly slutting themselves out. I got some videos for that because those are just real quick clips. So again, I ask, what's next? Like, it's cool, and I hate this too as well. Originally, when this happened, the first word was, and it wasn't on the internet, I'm just telling y'all because, again, I got people in Montgomery. The first word was, them black folks down there at the river acting a damn fool. Everybody made that shit up about our people first. Salute to you, EJ. You already know what it is. You weren't in here. Let me pause for the calls real quick. Salute for the $2 super chat. BT says, EJ says, I'm glad that the brothers was on code last $2. I got you, bro. I'm glad the brothers were too. Here you go.
These last $2.
And I gave you your last $2 from earlier today when I was on the premiere and you was in there. I don't think you was in here on the live yet, so I'm gonna hit you again with it.
These last $2.
I'm also glad, EJ, that the brothers were on code. But again, expanding it, I ask again, what's next? And I've gotten so much heat when it was, okay, cool, Barack Obama won a second time. What are we going to get this time? Because everybody was on that, well, he got to play the game. You don't understand politics. He got to get in there and get his foot in there good. So he win again, boy. It's on. Watch what laws he come with. Watch he start changing stuff up.
He did.
Nothing. Not for us.
For LGBTQIA plus 2S, Silent P.
Knocks down another 3 ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
These are 2 picks you gave me, by the way, bro. You supported me with the hoodie. I'm supporting you with the 2 picks. Appreciate it. But yeah, so I got pushback for that, and you're right. BT on the, you remember when Tom had him on the cover and he was the first gay president because he had gave, so much assistance to the LGBTQIA plus community.
Joanne Rivers saying that, what she said, and a few weeks later she died.
Yeah. Just gone.
Yep.
Just gone. Hold on. It's been a minute since I hit this because we just getting warm, y'all. So just to let y'all know, we still cooking on this conversation as long as BT got time. We already at an hour and a half. I know I told y'all the other day I'm trying to keep it to an hour and a half, 2 hours, but we got this thing rolling tonight. So let me go ahead and give y'all a heads up.
Wait, it gets worse.
So I caught smoke on the Barack Obama. I caught smoke on when Trump won. I'm like, okay, he won. What's next? What can we get out of this president? I literally had I had women on the phone crying. I had other black men bitching and moaning, complaining. Man, it's the end of the world, man. He gonna hit the nuke button, man. He gonna get us in another war. First of all, bitch, ain't none of y'all hoes put on no damn uniform but me. The army, the military has been in a war already that started under Bush for the last 20 years. So Trump ain't finna do nothing but keep shit going that Barack kept going. But they were losing their damn minds. All this, what's the fear mongering, all this trauma porn. Then we have, I'm asking what's next. Nobody can answer. Then, okay, Biden won. What's next? Shut the fuck up. You know how to ruin a good time. Oh, you one of them. Like, what are you talking about? I'm asking what are our people actually going to get next that's tangible? And our people can't answer. We keep getting things like Me Too. We keep getting things like whatever LGBTQIA plus Silent P community wants. That's where our focus goes. That because we're worried about feelings. We keep worrying about feeling better instead of being better. So that's why I keep repeating the question, what's next? What are we going to get next? Back to the bump and the gump. All that stuff that I mentioned politically. Now this is something boots on ground, regular, average, everyday people. What do we get next? Because it looked like we was on code for a minute, but we'll get to some foolishness in a second. But I'll let you, give your thoughts on that, BT. While I get to these comments.
What's next? I mean, when it comes to politics and I guess black people, only thing that is expected for us to get is benign neglect. We get the Emmett Till monument, but Carolyn Bryant lived her whole life out free. So like we don't get
until the day she died.
We get George Floyd statues. We get George Floyd bills dangled in front of us. So we feel like we need a George Floyd bill, and we gonna keep voting for Democrats because Democrats are saying they support the bill. You see how the play is? It's like the carrot and the donkey. They put the carrot in front of the donkey, and as long as that carrot is in front of that donkey, the donkey's gonna continue to walk the direction the carrot is in. The George Floyd bill is at. You gotta, they for black people, Barack Obama. It is a lot of things they didn't play to keep us voting for them. Yeah. And it's very smart because they know that our time is up as they support. So now they moving towards the LGBTQ community and they move to the immigrants. And that small percentage of black people who no longer vote in blue, no matter who, is going to be replaced by the LGBTQ community and going to be replaced by the children of the immigrants.
And and that small group is us, is mainly black men. because they still got a solid foundation, solid hold on black women.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of black men that are doing it too. It's a very small group of us that are sliding over either to the red, or I think we talked about it. The older I get, the more conservative I get.
Yeah, me too.
As far as my political views, things like that. But either sliding over straight Republican or becoming independent, which is what I'm identifying as going forward for the foreseeable future. Because I'm just gonna.
I only vote for like local politics now. I see what's going on with the local politics, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. So I'm good.
Again, because people are going to ask, okay, well, if you've just voting in Atlanta, or you only worried about where you at, what's going to happen to the rest of the country? And it's like, well, shit, they got to do their part over there.
Yeah.
In California, in Texas, or whatever, vote for who they need. Well, we got to all come together. Like, I'm all for helping the community, but at the same time, when I'm saying fuck the community, what I'm saying is I'm not about to sacrifice my life. And I almost did. Like, I know several black men that have given and given and given and given and get hyped up off of situations like the bump and the gump. They get hyped up off of these skirmishes, as I forgot who just said. I just saw that comment. Who was that? Let me scroll. That was Keyshawn. He said, a little skirmish that didn't accomplish nothing. We have more meaningful battles to win. Won a battle, but losing the war.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That's a great statement, but an understatement, because not only are we losing the war, we don't even know we in the war. I always say
hotter than fish grease.
I always say that we have checker pieces on the chessboard. Yeah, it's the same board, but the pieces don't work in this game.
Yeah.
I can't take your knight with a checker chip.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
Big facts. That's big facts. Let me get the Auntie Sean comment. She says, what's next is us making sure we keep the energy of unity. Everyone isn't going to be on code, but some of us will be. Fuck BLM. It's a white organization once George Soros gave them money.
You go, girl.
And that was off top. I remember there was a lot of brothers speaking to that. Like, as soon as that was, realized that money, a lot of their money and push and stuff initially came from George Soros, and a lot of brothers fell out of it.
What about the brother? His name is escaping me right now. What about the brother who had videos saying that here come the LGBTQ community coming to all this money from somebody, and he was found dead in the trunk, or he was found dead in a car that was burnt up a few weeks later after he came out with that statement he put on.
Wasn't he in out there in St. Louis? What's the town?
Yeah,
with Mike.
He was in Missouri, right?
Yeah, Mike Brown. He was one of the Black Lives Matter brothers on the ground, but he started seeing it. Yeah, but he started seeing the light, said that shit, and now he gone.
Yep.
Now he's gone. Keep going to these comments, man. We be down this damn rabbit hole all day. This is another cigar conversation. You see why I wanted to smoke one? The Quiet Storm.
That's his name.
Who that?
Darren Sales. That was his name. That was the brother's name that got deleted, as they say in the YouTube streets.
Yeah.
Speaking out against whatever George Soros had going on.
People better stop playing, man. This stuff is real. It's not just conspiracy theories. It's not like I was telling BT, it's not a conspiracy theory if it's true. Quiet Storm says spade game's about to get real. If you lose, folding chair about to sell out.
You already know how I feel about the folding chairs.
I already know. Jay Will says, and Ice Cube said it was just a frame for us to build on, simply a starting point where others could contribute.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Again, bro.
Chaos made Ice Cube to look like he's some type of sellout. He went on, was that show with Vivica A. Fox? I don't even know why he went on that show. I guess he's trying to get his message out there. And she's like, oh, what about black women? He said black women are part of the black community.
Black people.
Yeah, but she said, no, we need something specific for black women. And here comes Stacey Abrams' dumbass doing a black woman tab and a black men tab on her campaign website. And both of the tabs is the same thing, which is different things put in different spots.
Yep. And she only did that after black men were like, what are we going to get? We were not voting blue no matter who. When we started asking questions, that's when she went back and put that male tab. It wasn't even up there at first.
Nope.
back on the Fox Soul, Vivica Fox, and all them cackling hens, when they were giving that pushback against Cube when he first presented the plan for Black America, he told them again, this is for all of us, like you were just saying. And the women were saying, well, what about black women? What about black women? The way they framed it on there was if he had something in the plan for Black America specifically outlined for black men. And that wasn't the case. He did not do that. He had it for all of us collectively. But again, this is why I question, when are we going to be on code? We love this shit. We love the bump and the gump. We love the fight on the pier and all that. This is black. This is us sticking together. This is unity. But an actual plan, a starting point, a foundation that he was willing to talk to either political party of a sitting president or potentially incoming president, and we don't care about. We don't care about. Let me get to this other comment.
Shout out to Felicia. She did what we love.
What'd she do?
You'll see.
Okay. I'm scrolling, y'all. I'm scrolling. Almanaz says Biden is about to get more. The Supreme Court just stopped a $6 billion settlement from the Sattler family over Oxy.
Wow. I gotta tell Lex about that. We've been following that. I didn't even know that happened.
That's crazy. Me either. That's new. I got to get back on my political game and bring it all together in this pot. Yeah. Let me see. Keyshawn. I got to his comment. EJ said you sent me a Cash App. Yeah, y'all please let me know when y'all do that, because I really don't be checking the phone. And I think I missed somebody the other night. Let me go ahead and shout them out real quick. EJ, I got your super chat, brother. Thank you. Take heed, I got your super chat, sis. Thank you. Quiet Storm hit me the other night. Thank you. Greg Wilson, I missed you the other night, bro. Thank you. And Myron F, thank you again, both of you, Greg and Myron. I missed y'all the other night. I gotta get in the habit of not calling y'all full government. But Greg and Myron, thank you, brothers. Salute to both of y'all for hitting me up the other night. That actually does equal 7. So let me go ahead and hit it. So I got a $2 Cash App.
These last $2.
And a $5 Cash App on Tuesday. So EJ, I appreciate that 20 ball. Somebody else hit me with a 20 ball. So y'all are co-sponsors of the stream. I'm trying to scroll up to my... You know what? I'm going to have to start making these super chats favorites so I can get to them a little bit quicker. Jesus. I know I did. And Real Bravado Network. Salute to both of y'all. So Real Bravado Network and EJ, y'all are the co-sponsors of the stream tonight. Y'all both dropped a 20 bomb. Let me see. Matter of fact, EJ, you are the sponsor because you done hit me a couple of times with the last $2, and I think you just hit me again. You did. He did. So EJ is the sponsor of the stream tonight. He says, if there ain't no tangible, you can't get my vote. Big facts. You get this.
These last $2.
And this.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
One more super chat from Felicia. She sent a super sticker. She did a BT. So again, for those that don't know, when you send the super stickers, which I'm fine with, I'm cool with, it's becoming a thing here. But the app that I'm using, the software that I'm using to go live, I can't see the stickers as they appear on YouTube. So it just sends me a description. So it's become a running joke because Broker Traditions would do that shit on purpose. So I would have to read the description. So let me read the description for the $10, Felicia. I appreciate you, sis. She says, fan character dressed as a cheerleader jumping in the air. Appreciate you, sis.
You go, girl.
For those that can't see it either, use your imagination. Lord have mercy. Rich Turner in the building. You done snuck in. What's going on, good brother?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
I appreciate you being in here, good bro. Let me get through some more of these comments. What did I miss? He's still... I missed a lot. Y'all ain't here cooking, man. I'm not gonna be able to get to everybody because I want to get to these videos. I want to hold BT up before his so he can meet his bedtime. But Auntie Sean says, I never liked Barack Obama with his clutch cargo looking ass. A cartoon I used to watch as a kid. Look it up. He's the black version. Goddamn. I'm going to go ahead and give you this because now I got to go look.
You go, girl.
Matter of fact, we're going to do that right now. We're going to have a little fun. Let's pivot real quick.
I'm looking up right now.
Clutch cargo cartoon. Hold on. Y'all hold on. Cargo cartoon. Oh, BT already laughing. God damn it. But oh shit. Hold on, let me share my screen, y'all. Boy, Auntie, I'm gonna put you on timeout. God damn it. Hold on, if this thing will come up. Y'all hold on. It's worth the wait. Auntie done showed out. Auntie.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yo. That's
That
not the
is-
first time she used that one, because that's perfect.
That is spot on. Jesus Christ. Oh God damn. Let's move on, man. I'm not going. You got that one, Auntie. You got that one. Lord have mercy. Almanai says I got more out of Trump than I did from Obama or Biden combined. And she says he African, not black, so he never cared about us. DG says I will be honest, Obama did nothing for us. I made more money under Trump. A lot of folks saying that. Auntie Sean says you get all the symbolism and no damn money. We don't need that. Big facts, Auntie. Look, Jay Will says I just looked up Clutch Cargo. I have never heard of that concert. Auntie, you just showed your age, but thank you. I'm glad you did. That shit is hilarious.
Yo, Clutch Cargo. That's the funniest thing of the night. Yo.
Look, Almanai says the black men down here, y'all did enough to keep Stacey out twice. Y'all coming together slowly but surely. It's going to be something where it's in the next couple of years, it may be 10, maybe even 20 years from now. But the way black men are starting to pivot and vote, our vote is going to start changing and turn the tide, just like it did with us not voting for Stacey. You're right on that, Almanai. That's what I stand on. Almost caught up. Chucky Nichols in the building. Chucky Nichols says, what is happening to the manosphere champ, brother? We love you. Keep on doing what you're doing, brother. I don't take it lightly, and I thank you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Keel Hall in the building as well. You snuck in, good brother.
Man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all in here. Now we're going to get to the ratchetness. Just to further show, we done stuck together. We done stayed on code with the bump and the gump and the brawl at the riverboat and all that. But again, I promise you, being from Montgomery, or having ties to Montgomery, went to college there, again, made my daughter there. She was born there. Been back and forth to the gump, so I claim it. And being in Atlanta, it is a bunch of fucking foolishness going on in our community on a regular basis. I think this is why we get so excited, Broken Traditions. This is why we get so excited when we do see publicly us standing on code together, even if it's short-lived. So what are your thoughts on that? And then we're going to get to these crazy-ass videos.
Short-lived is an understatement. I mean, we're talking about hours if you really want to go to like stuff that happened. And not to mention, like you said, you're from Alabama, by the way, now of Atlanta. I'm from New York, by the way, of, Atlanta now. And before the bump and the gump, as you call it, we had the Casanat situation in New York City the day before when they was having riots because he's trying to give away PlayStations and get kids off the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So
good idea, but he didn't have any he didn't have any permits. I forgot about that.
No, he had nothing. He just jumped and said I'm doing it. So yeah,
that
we go from 24 hours before the bump and the gump, as you call it, I like the name.
Yeah.
24 hours before that, we had Casanat doing the giveaway in New York, where they rioting, fighting, destroying businesses. They was stealing from street vendors. They was taking food from people while they were sitting down and eating and throwing it at cops. basically chanted to the cops, suck my dick, and cops had to back up and retreat and come on to a level 1, to a level 2, to a level 4. It was that crazy.
just skip the 3.
Yeah, just skip 3. Yeah, so we had that happen, and the bump and the gump happened on Saturday. Then I said, what happened on Sunday? Oh, then that whole Jamie Foxx thing. So like we had a little bit of on code for a weekend. Then after that, back to regular scheduled programming.
But that Casanat, I wouldn't even say is on code. That was just some straight up.
There's powerful niggardry at work.
No. I'm not saying Casanat was on code. I'm just saying that before the on code happened was the regular scheduled programming. Yeah. And after the on code was the regular scheduled programming.
Because that was what, Friday?
Friday, Casanat was Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we totally forgot about that. And I saw some of the clips. They were jumping on cars and just like, what the fuck for? And again, if somebody
I'll say it again, it's that Black Lives Matter mindset that we engulfed in. And that's why I'm trying to say, like, yo, it really set us back.
Yeah. That we can do anything. So being at that level, knowing how popular he is, knowing the number of people that could have potentially came out, you know, you got to get some type of permit or have some type of structure to it. But that goes to the premise and the mindset, like you call it the BLM mind state, and I'm just calling it the culture. We think we can do whatever the fuck we want. A lot of times it is the women, but a situation like that, celebrity, celebrate. We're just having a good time. We do it in the name of fun until somebody gets hurt. Yep. And God forbid it would have been a cop that hurt somebody, then Black Lives Matter would have came out again. Would have been another protest. Your favorite people, the purple people eaters, the purple hair wearers.
Purple hair weirdos.
Yeah. Antifa would have showed up and things would have went left. A crazy ass purple weirdo, purple hair weirdo as you call it, would have done something, and a black person would have got blamed, and it would have went on and on and on. Because see, this is the thing we got to start looking at as a people. The stuff that's popular, we can get on YouTube. It makes great content. We can argue all day. What about that person that does not have a name that gets caught up in that mess because they went down there for a good time and things went totally left? Nobody's going to bail them out. Nobody's thinking about them. It's just another nigga that lost his job.
Yep.
It's just another sister. Okay, well, shit, she lost her job and she got kids. Oh, she go get on welfare. Y'all can figure that out. We don't care about the average person that we can actually reach out and touch, our neighbor. We don't be thinking.
Look what happened in Cali last week. We talk about security guards doing their job, right? Now we realize this is a co-captain, but in LA, in Hollywood, a security guard got into, I guess, an argument with somebody, got jumped by between 7 to 11 people. Killed this man, left him on the street to die with 2 kids at home and a wife. So now a widow and kids got to grow up without their father because he got beat up doing his job. At his job. So,
and again, and let me put
the bump in the gump. We had a bump in Hollywood, and look at the results. Nobody came and helped that man. That man got beat up and left on the street to die.
Literally died in the street doing his job.
Yeah.
And when you sent me that earlier, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. But the thing that bothered me about it, again, I know I always say I'm looking at this clutch cargo again. Security guard, LA dies. So this was a black male. 9 times out of 10, I forgot who they had performing, but you could basically tell he was working at a black club. So the people that assaulted him were 9 times out of 10 black people. Yep. Trying to wait and see if it's gonna come up. Trying to get through some of these ads.
And not to mention, Hollywood is hella crazy. I don't know if I shared my Hollywood story that when I was out there, what I seen in a matter of 30 minutes. Like, man, why you pulling that up? I'll tell you the story. I was in Hollywood with some of my people, whatever. I was out there for work. I was in LA for like a month and a half. And We go to Hollywood. We come outside. We hear rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Somebody shot up the line for a club with an AK. Right? Didn't hit nobody, but they shot it up. Didn't hit nobody. 2 minutes later, we see a guy get jumped by 5 girls. Right? So we like, let's get out of here. We finally hop in our Uber to go back to the hotel. Then a lady with a Corolla hit a G-Wagon. Some white dude, tatted up, no shirt, with cornrows, get out the G-Wagon. Look at his G-Wagon, no damage, but he pulls the lady out the Corolla and beat her ass. This is all in a 20-minute span in Hollywood. And the Uber driver just drives around like it's normal. I'm like, yo, LA is something different.
Like, y'all niggas is wilding.
Yeah. So a club shot up, a guy got jumped, and some woman got beat up.
That's crazy.
And that's in Hollywood.
I think I pulled it up. Let me make sure the sound right. All right, we're going to pivot over, watch this video. Then I promise y'all we're going to get to the ratchet shit. But this is some ratchet shit in and of itself.
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Hey, what's going on, Kathy B?
Lauren, thank you for that update. Well, a frightening assault outside a Hollywood nightclub, a security guard beaten to death. Now, investigators say he was attacked by a group just after closing time. KCAL News reporter Tina Patel has the latest on the investigation.
Police confirmed the man who was beaten was a security guard working here at Dragonfly nightclub when he got into an argument with a group of people and lost his life. It happened around 2 a.m. just as the club was getting ready to close. Police say a group of 7 to 11 people started arguing with the security guard outside the club. At some point, he started backing up, trying to get away from them, and he fell. While he was on the ground, police say the crowd advanced, punching and kicking him. By the time first responders got here, the security guard was unconscious. He was taken to the hospital, but he died from his injuries. Now, police are talking to witnesses, but they don't know what started this argument or why it turned violent. And they don't know if it was one group of suspects that was all together or if different people got involved in the fight. They're trying to see if security cameras can help with that.
We're exploring and canvassing the neighborhood now to determine which cameras are operable and in order to view them. But one thing we know is that there were a lot of people present tonight. A lot of people on the street, many of whom left the scene prior to the police arriving.
So police are asking anyone who might have been here to come forward, especially if they have cell phone video. They say they are still trying to identify the possible suspects so they can put people in custody. In Hollywood, Tina Patel, KCAL News.
The Coast Guard was called.
Bring it back on us. Yeah. They didn't share the brother picture, but y'all heard the story. But it was, can you hear me, BT?
I hear you.
Okay.
I got a little lag.
Yeah, all good.
Crazy lag, damn.
Yeah, hold on. Auntie Sean said something real too. We have to stop marching. Too many infidels infiltrated. The purple hair widows, as BT calls them. Yeah, but hey, Kathy B, what's going on, sis?
You go, girl!
Mike has bad knees. Says it's been a long time since I've been out to a club, but my rule of thumb is to never go to a place without a strict dress code. Places the hood won't go. Big facts, bro.
Hotter than fish grease.
That's big facts. There we go. All right, yeah, caught up on that. But yes, y'all, that's just another story. This was right before, like a week before, maybe. Mm-hmm. The bump and the gump, and then like you said, we was on code for a weekend, but the foolishness. So a lot of this stuff has been kind of floating around the internet. Some of it's newer. I've seen this clip I'm getting ready to play. I've seen this before, but I just want y'all to get to the mindset that we know we're on camera, specifically our women. So what do you want the men to do? How are we supposed to lead this when you've been given free reign to do what the full free fuck what you want to goddamn do? And then even as women, like the solid sisters like Mona, Take Heed, Kathy B, all the sisters in the chat, we know y'all solid over here. Y'all can't even contend with this, because then you will pick me, then you getting threatened to get, beat up for somebody's ratchet ass women. So if they'll do that to another woman, you have to understand they don't give a shit about no man. So you got to understand why brothers like myself are getting passports and talking about leaving and working on, literally actively working on leaving. But this is the type of shit we supposed to contend with.
You HIV positive, DeMonte, Valor, bitch. You HIV positive, bitch. The little bitch you fucking, bitch. She gonna be HIV positive, and you fucking the bitch wrong. Goddamn baby dad, Tony Wood, bitch. You HIV positive, bitch. All y'all niggas that on the Faller, Dorsey, while you doing all that shit, and I was fucking your nigga, your husband wrong. You HIV positive. Yeah, that motherfucking poet. Now, hey y'all. Yeah, it's time for the world to know now. What y'all gotta say now, huh? I always get the last, bitch. Now, y'all sick as fuck. Right along with me.
That's what we're supposed to contend with, y'all. That's what we're supposed to lead. That's what I'm supposed to love. That's who we're supposed to give grace to. That's what we're supposed to understand. Look, Felicia, mind blown. Look at this shit. JC, shaking my damn head.
I agree with Kathy B.
Yeah, Kathy B says there are still decent women out there, but you have to change the places you looking. She definitely hood. Yeah, but what I'm saying, like I agree with that. Even with that, Kathy B, the most ratchet women I know, these are the women that put it on display. The most ratchet women I ran into were the good job having educated, because they usually are attracted to the dudes that are hood. So if I'm not that dude and I'm not getting chose, what, nobody ever answers that question, Kathy. And I'm not, mad at you for what you're saying. I agree with you. But nobody answers the question, if good girls like bad guys, who does that leave for the good guy? If the good women are if the saying is true, and we see it often, if that, and it's not true across the board, it's not all of them, but that makes it even more difficult for a good man to find a solid woman. And after we get burnt out, deal with these little ratchet assholes. But I know I don't want to deal with her. But shit, that's my quote unquote leftover, because I'm leftover. Because the good women didn't want us. Or even if this is my cousin, I'm supposed to have enough grace for her to talk to. A co-worker. Everything isn't about romantic relationships over here. I talk about it all the time. It's not always about romantic relationships. We have these women in our family. What do? But we're expected to be the patriarch when it's time. After granddaddy done passed, maybe dad wasn't there. I still got to be a man and step in them shoes. And then we find out I got to be a mechanic. I got to be a handyman. I got to be a painter. I got to be a plumber. I got to be a damn mentor for the younger cousins, nephews, and all that shit. That's a lot of weight to put on. But our sisters' mentality are like this a lot of times. And yeah, she's hood, but again, a lot of hood mentality is floating around these quote unquote decent women. But that's just me. BT, you got it, bro.
I don't know. On surface, I think that you know how people are hurt, they just come out and do shit exaggerating, and I think she's exaggerating. We are in 2023. We're not in, saying 1993. So HIV is not a death sentence no more. I mean, it's people out here living with HIV that's not even detected. So her saying that, I mean, I don't know. HIV is like now like gonorrhea, right? So it might be even less than gonorrhea with the advancements of HIV.
And the new syphilis outbreak they got out in Houston. But apparently it's not just Houston. Houston just told on themselves and put it out, but apparently it's going on other places too.
Yeah. You can tell by her whole demeanor, the bonnet, I'm mad at something. I got to pull out my phone and do a whole recording and upload it so people can see that I'm mad. I'm going to use real names. Like, you're just somebody who not getting attention no more, and you want to get attention from these people, kind of like Carly Russell. It's just the same type of thing. It's the same type of mindset.
That go to that mentality I'm talking about, bro. Like, just the fact, but even, why would you even put that? If she's exaggerating, why would you even put that out there? Like, hey, I'm
because
HIV
you
product.
want to be the victim. Just like
Yeah.
it's like the same thing. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. So Carly Russell, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? My ex used to always tell me that you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Now that she's gone, I don't remember how her voice sound, let alone me seeing her again. Like I don't care nothing about the lady. I don't miss her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the same mentality. And sometimes people fall for it and be like, damn man, yeah, I don't know I could do any better than this. Just like the other video you gonna share after this at the airport. Like people in that mindset of feeling that they can't do no better, and it's a lot better out there. You just have to change your mindset, change your mentality, understand that you deserve better. And you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be caught up with hood boogers in the hood with bonnets and you know what I'm saying, her brother t-shirt on and coming through the hood, not taking showers in 3 days, talking about she gave somebody HIV and everybody's got HIV. And let's talk about what you call it. Let's talk about the stats. How rare is it, right? Let's be real. How rare is it if a man goes raw on the women that got HIV that he's getting HIV? It's very rare for the man to get HIV from a woman, but it's very common from a woman to get HIV from a man.
Yeah.
So just because he went raw on her doesn't mean that he's carrying the disease.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but
it's very
we don't want to put that out there. Y'all strap up.
Yeah, please strap up.
Yeah.
Please strap up. But
yeah. Just from a number standpoint, yeah.
See, look, it's an HIV. No, HIV is not a death sentence. AIDS is a death sentence. HIV you could live with.
Yeah.
That's different. I see Jason Williams said that in the comments. HIV you could live with, and it can be untraceable after a certain type of medication, i.e. Magic Johnson. AIDS is a death sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Get to some of these comments. Mona D says, I'm talking about these nasty heifers spreading diseases tonight, too. I'm not surprised somewhere. And Corey Joe said, well, to Cav B, he said, it's the needle in the haystack situation for, as far as decent women. It does. It takes some effort.
No, I'm laughing at Jason Williams.
Jay Will says,
get to it, yeah.
Says bad girls love to use good guys.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
EJ again with a $2 super chat.
These last $2.
He says, this bitch has a special place down under. You done fucked up.
Yeah, she got hair like Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Kathy B says she been out the game for 29 years. Your husband definitely wasn't hood. Salute to you, Kathy B. My parents are going on, oh shit, their anniversary this month. I got to figure out what to get them. They will be on 43 years in a couple of weeks. So salute to all y'all married folks. I'm not against relationships or marriage. Want to make that clear. But after you go through so much, at this point I'm at in my life, I just want to enjoy myself. I really do. So again, it's not like brothers are just going out there looking for these hood boogers a lot of times. And a lot of this stuff come out from good women. It just depends on the situation. And you didn't even know you was with a hood rat a lot of times. It's a lot of sophisticated hood rats, as I call them.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Jay Will says, what broken traditions? I don't care what year it is. HIV is a death sentence. Yeah, the full-blown AIDS said, Jay
That's
Will
what I was laughing at.
Said, I can't live with any STDs. Look, you're going to fuck around, catch a STD or a KID. Yeah. Strap up, fellas. Protect your seed.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, just don't even have sex with them.
Auntie Sean says, do like the Naked Gun and have a life-size condom. Man, that shit is hilarious. Kathy B says, congrats to my parents. Salute to you as well, Kathy B. Thank you. Get to this other crazy-ass video. This is, I kind of switched the order of BT. So this is the other one that,
good.
Like, man, I wish, when we were doing our dry run, I played this video with BT on here. I wish y'all could have seen his fucking reaction. But
man, I ain't gonna try to tell you how to do your show. Because I'm saying, like, this is a good segue to go to that Sexy Red video I sent you.
Oh, yeah, I got them lined up, too. You think you want to go to that? Okay.
Yeah, because we're talking about going raw.
We can do that.
Yeah, you do your show. It's your show.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Oh, yeah, that part. Damn it. Oh, yeah. So this is Sexy Red. This is the whole thing about going raw. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So y'all check this one out. This is more up to date. This is recent as fuck. Like today. I don't know when she did the podcast, but BT
like
just
you
sent
literally
it to
got the
me.
video before you went live.
Yeah, like right before I went live, like 5 minutes before. So this is recent as hell.
School, and it was an open condom on the bed.
In her house?
In her bed. And she just said, "Oh, yeah, my sister was in before me," and I believed it.
Oh, she lying. That happened to me. One time, my friend was at my house, and she was in there with her nigga in the living room, and I told them, "Do not fuck on my couch." Her nigga knew my nigga, but my nigga couldn't come at the time because they was friends. You know how two friends be talking to friends. He couldn't come
like on some like couldn't.
He probably was fucking off.
Couldn't get up.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't come over my house. And then it was a condom in my trash can, and he told on me and said that I was the one fucking, but it was not my condom. My nigga called me the next day and was like, "You had a condom in your trash can and stuff." I'm like, "That wasn't my condom. I don't use condoms, baby.
Right.
I'm the raw dog queen."
Nasty bitch. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard it clear. Bring it back on me and BT real quick. But go from that HIV raw dog to Sexy Red, more modern raw. So what I'm walking, y'all know how I do. I like to walk the timeline, man. Y'all see, we done talked a little bit about history. We done went to some of the more popular things in the news. This mind state that we're in, again, where are we going next? I'm asking y'all. I didn't come on here with a whole bunch of answers and solutions. I'm not gonna sit up here and cap and lie to you like I did, like I know everything. But I'm coming to y'all being real. Oh, Jay Will says I can live with a KID. Anything else, I'm dead. Kathy B says she cannot sing or rap, no talent whatsoever. You can't tell the people that though, Kathy B. Again, this goes to the culture. This is why I'm asking these questions. This is where we at. Then I put up on the screen on the thumbnail as well was the syphilis billboard out there in Texas, because so many babies have died being born with syphilis because their mother had it. JC says, who are these people? Logic and reason, is it both of y'all? Do I got the logic, or do I just got the reason, or do I have both of y'all tonight? Salute to both of y'all. I'm not sure. So I believe I got it right. Brother Logic, you get.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
And Sister Reason.
You go, girl.
Appreciate y'all being in here. Yeah, Felicia says, the raw dog queen, what the hell? Again, these cameras are on, man.
Not only these cameras are on, these people are being propped up by whoever is doing the propping. Who was putting these people on this pedestal? How come Sexy Red is now the biggest name all over the internet? She can't, like Kathy B said, she has no talent. She can't rap. Her lyrics is Pound Town, my pussy hole, a booty hole brown.
Well,
like
that sound like a bad Dave Chappelle skit. It sounds like something he would have made. It sounds like something he would have made up back then as a skit, and it happened to be an actual goddamn song now.
Or a Boondocks episode. Shout out to Derek Gaines for staying on code.
Look, Derek Gaines staying on code with the super sticker that I can't see, but I can read. So for your $2 super sticker, good brother DG.
These last $2.
A ghost of our hippo character floats in front of the words "game over." Yep, big time. I can imagine that one. Game over. And like BT just said, she's getting invited to schools.
Yep.
I saw a funny ass meme today, bro. It was like y'all been going to Pound Town all summer, and now you want free school supplies for your kids.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Oh.
Not only that, my son sent me a video of a girl. She had to be at least 2 years old, mouthing the lyrics to Pound Town.
I played the one Tuesday night with the chick, had the baby in the back, and the baby just kept on saying, "My booty hole brown, my booty hole brown," and the mom was just like, Okay, that's enough. And the baby just kept repeating that
But
part.
think about the mindset of the mom. Like, if your daughter is doing that, the mom in her head is saying, let me pull out my iPhone 12 and record this and post this on there. Like, where's the shame at? Why am I pulling out my phone to show you that my daughter is reciting Pound Town? That's not cute.
But we think it's funny. We laugh at shit like this again. And then when this little girl, again, people be like, Kofa, you weird. No, the fuck I'm not. When I say this little girl turned 13 and then she fucking, then y'all, oh, you weird, you nasty. No, the fuck I'm not. These kids are out here fucking. I used to warn my daughter about her friends who she hung out with. I was like, before your ass get out of high school, one of your friends is going to get pregnant, or some girl in your school that you know. You need to be aware of your reputation. Like, we had to have a sex talk and real. Before she got out of 8th grade, one of her classmates was pregnant. My daughter's 20 now. The girl that she was in 8th grade with is also 20 now. She has a 6-year-old son.
That's crazy. But that's not even far-fetched either. And to go back to the social media crap, like JC said, I shared a video on my Instagram. Follow me at broken_tradition and shameless plug. There was a video. Yeah, you know, pause. There was a video of a character in a costume character twerking at a birthday party. Then the parents get involved in the twerking. Then a little girl comes in as 2 years old, start twerking with the costume and the parents.
And we talked. That was your lie the other night. I know we talked about it offline as well. Non-black puppeteers made her a star for their agenda, but it keeps going. But we pick up the culture too. Again, when she went to that high school, and I'm gonna get back to the twerking, BT. When we going back to the high school with Sexy Red, that was a black school. The school would have to invite her.
Mm-hmm.
So even though people are doing the propping and the puppeteering, we're eating this shit up. That lets you know our mind state. No matter how I hate it, because I know how smart our people are. I'm again woke Kofa. I know the inventions we made, the progress we done made in this country, all that good shit. Why are we still accepting of this shit? It's crazy as hell to me. It just does not make fucking sense. Kathy B says we tried raising queens, but they turning them into hoes. I have decent daughters and their friends are decent. Keep them like that, Kathy. Keep them like that and let them know the importance of staying like that. Joven Iglesias, what's going on? He says, yep, having a 2-year-old singing them lyrics is exactly the programming they're aiming for. Big facts.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
DG says, Kofa, you can't really blame them. If it wasn't a market for this crap, it wouldn't be a problem. And that's my thing. They're not going to sell what we don't buy, but we keep eating it up. Like, it's before I was scrolling on TikTok. I didn't even know what the fuck Pound Town was. I heard the little clip on TikTok or whatever on somebody's short or somebody's reel, and my daughter came out of the kitchen and she was like, "Daddy," I'm like, I'm looking at TikTok. I thought it was a joke. I did not know this song was going to become like the anthem of the summer. This was back in like March, April. Like, I'm just scrolling. I'm out of town. My booty hole brown. And my daughter's like, "Daddy, what the fuck are you listening to?" Like, she shot out the kitchen like she was the parent. And I'm like, I'm just looking at my phone. Then like another 2 weeks and I'm realizing this shit is an actual song. Cause you know how people will make up silly ass songs and skits, like that's what they do as far as their Instagram or their TikTok.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought it was.
Then the crazy part about it, I'm at the mall with me and Alexis at the mall the other day, and it's a grown man in our age group in a Jeep Wrangler, all the doors off, blasting Pound Town. I'm looking like, yo, what is really going on? How is this grown man blasting this song? Even a couple that was in front of us looked at us like, what the fuck? Like,
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Let me get this super chat, man. Logic and Reason, salute to y'all. Says we don't require our artists to be better. Big facts. And for the $2 you know you get.
These last $2.
Jesus Christ. And that is so real. We don't require our artists to get better. And it's the other comment from Hovind. It says, yep, I'm reading it again. The 2-year-old singing them lyrics is exactly the programming they're aiming for. But if you can get that child now, just like you said with the immigrant children, if the Democrats can get them now, give them all those benefits now, of course they got another group that's going to vote for them long term. Y'all in the comments, look, I'm gonna let y'all keep going in the comments. Let me get back to this other video. So speaking of the 2-year-old and the programming, but who do you hold accountable for this type of programming?
If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands.
Why you not clapping? Your daddy ain't shit either.
Good.
If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands.
Why you not clapping? Your daddy ain't shit either.
Good.
Comments.
You go first. Let me gather my thoughts, yo. Before I get you demonetized. Let me just calm down for a bit. You worked hard to get to where you at, and who am I to destroy your accomplishment? So go ahead, you go first.
I appreciate it, bro. Again, y'all, this is where we at, man. We legit be thinking this shit cute, and this is what pisses me off about the single mom argument, right? It's because y'all told women they can do whatever the hell they want to do. They've been telling little girls that for the longest. They're smarter than boys. Y'all know I repeat it all the time here. Then it turns into I can do what I want to do, so I'm going to sleep with whoever I want to sleep with, even if he's a bad decision. Again, the timeline, I'm going to sleep with him raw. What I say, STD or KID. Now I'm going to pump out kid after kid. So if she's saying, hey, if your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands. I saw 4 kids on the screen. Let me go back to that.
One set of twins. Yeah, one set of twins, if I'm not mistaken.
If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands.
Why you not clapping? Your daddy ain't shit either.
Good.
So it's 4 kids. So like a little girl, the little boy, and then they may be twins. They may be like a year apart. She may have had them back to back. So don't know how many baby daddies. I don't have all that context, but look on IG with child support is fraud. Salute to them. Let me get back to the interview screen. But you got 4 kids. You got the youngest one, the girl, again, recognizing, and that's what I was going to point out that I was speaking on to BT earlier. You got the mom and the daughter, again, all for it. The little boy is like, he still got hope in his father, and probably for good reason. He might have a dad that is in his life, but guess what? His dad isn't taking care of the other 3, so now mama mad. Again, this is just Kofa, the way my mind works, the stuff I've seen. I don't have all that context, the ins and out of this woman's family dynamics. But the fact, again, she would pick up a phone, record herself and her children, make a game out of it, and then post it. This wasn't some girl, look what we did at the house, showing her friends or some family, he. She put it out for the world to see.
Let's really get into the mindset of this. It's not just she recorded it, posted it. She gathered her children around. She gathered her children, propped her phone up, and knowing that she's going to do this.
Pause real quick. Got a Facebooker in here. Salute to Felicia. Salute to Coach Fleet.
You go, girl.
She probably told her kids this is going to happen. She probably told her daughter to say that because for you to have your daughter saying your daddy ain't shit, she said that your daddy ain't shit. She had her daughter say that, right?
Yeah.
Then, like you said, I do believe that it's different fathers, and I believe that that little girl believed those other fathers from the boys ain't shit because her daddy probably is shit, but the mama is pumping this information into her.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of the term. I used it on my Tupac video. It's called like basically making the child against their parent because you mad at the parent for whatever reason.
Alienation?
No, it's a real term for it, like a whole
Like a psychological term?
Yeah, it's a psychological term that parents
Damn.
do this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you got that going on. I don't know, bro. It's just really disgusting, man. It's really disgusting, and I'm glad those boys did not fall for this trap. And I don't know, the mindset of a woman to prop their phone up and say, let's do a skit, and let me take this skit, look at it on my phone, and upload it to some white man's social media to make black men look bad is beyond me. Or a Chinese man's social media if you want TikTok, whatever the one you choose to be on.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, bro.
Like that one was probably the worst. I might have should have saved that one for the last bullet. But let me get to I'm gonna go ahead and get to the other Suki and Red, because this is what we're supposed to protect.
Throw that ass, you know you a hoe. Up and down, that booty gon' go. I'm twerking on your baby daddy, he finna lick my booty hole.
So the only reason I let that run real quick because it was short and
copyright strikes. Yeah, be careful.
And well, that I don't think the song was being released yet because it says, should we give y'all this or no? I guess they recorded it, but they haven't officially released it yet.
The song sound trash.
I mean, it's the same thing, you know. So with the green hair, I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, that's whatever fucking color hair. You see Red and you see Sukiana, and they with two white boys. So your homeboy Dr. Umar posted this with a question mark, I guess, because the white boys is in it. He just finished talking to Sukiana last weekend. That was the other thing that happened over the weekend. I think that was Saturday too. He talked to Sukiana. So I'm gonna be straight. Was it the week before?
I was in New York at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, because he whatever. He took the picture with her, posted it, all that shit. So he posts a question mark and then posts his list of cities he's following. I unfollow bruh on IG. Y'all can have Umar. I fuck with him. I'm glad of what he's trying to do for the school and all that. Salute to all that shit. But I unfollowed him because you want to hold black men accountable, but you got all the patience in the goddamn world to go talk to a whore.
Nasty bitch.
You got all the patience in the world while you sat there and grilled 3 young black men that it's our fault and told the rest of us that we need to be, even if she's not acting like a queen, treat her like one and all. I ain't got time for that shit, man. Y'all get the fuck on with that shit. No. But we got that, and I guess he only put the question mark up because of the white boys. That's my that. But all that shit.
Is this it? This is what I got all those ass whoopings for.
This where we at as a people, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and play this ATL. Did you have something on this, BT?
Well, no, I had something before because I was talking about that term. It's called malicious parent syndrome. That's what it's called when the parent is doing stuff against the other parent to make the other parent look bad. It's called malicious parent syndrome, or MPS. So that's the term.
Damn, we gotta look. I gotta flesh that one out because there's so much of that happens. And again, our women are getting so brazen and bold. And I don't want to keep harping on the women, but we see how many videos it is, and we always hear about how trash black men are. We've been hearing that for 50 years, and then these numbers come out, and only to find out the shit ain't true. Which we knew.
You want CTR on right now? How I feel about that? That's the kind of post and how we got here.
Go ahead.
Hip hop. I'm saying I'm working on this video now because I'm doing a series on hip hop, and for the 50th anniversary on how we gotta have real conversations about hip hop. But hip hop use men with money, just like any other music genre. We might have created it, but they use the men to put out a message of how they want the men to be. And by the time that the men is being used up and dried up, now it's time to go to the women. You know what I'm saying? Going all the way back to Little Kim and how she came out until where we at now with Sexy Red and Sukiana, who have no talent musically, but have shock value. And that shock value is now being promoted more. So now that you don't need to use men no more, they propped up women to do no wrong, as you could say. And now they being propped up to do no wrong. But now the men is already seeing like, we don't need you no more. Like, if you listen to like mainstream music, is mainly women rapping about the same thing over and over again. It's the same thing over and over again, rinse and repeat. So now the women is being used, how the men was being used back then to talk about violence and killing and, you know, gang banging or what have you, or how many hoes I could fuck, whatever. Now is the women talking the same thing that the men did. Now that the men is dried up, don't need to be used no more, they're gonna use the women, and that's what's being done now. And now is the time for the women to be propped up. You know what I'm saying? That's why Tory Lanez is getting 10 years, and that's why Meg Thee Stallion, like you said, Manon said she got shot in the foot, but she's twerking 2 days later on stage with her boots on.
Yeah,
like it's all done by design. It's done by design. And you step back and look like, damn, nah. Yeah, this is something that's really going on.
Yeah, it's happening. That's why I say it's not a conspiracy if it's true.
Yeah,
like it's happening in front of us. Like we're in the fucking Twilight Zone because we don't think this shit is going on, but it is. Like the Matrix, Twilight Zone, X-Files, all that shit is happening right now. And they turn, I like what you said about them propping the women up. They basically turned what would have been a video vixen into the rapping talent. So she could still sell sex. Like before she would have walked by the camera, but now let's give her a microphone. But the dangerous part about that, again, women are the first teachers of the child. So they don't own, they already got the women. So now they got the next generation of kids.
And that's why I said it's done by design. It's not even the next generation of kids. They already had our generation of kids. They already had, you know what I'm saying, your daughter, my son. They had that generation of kids following this stuff. And now it's up to the parents to step in, to stand them right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? That whole Casanat thing. My son put me on the Casanat. But he was already in a position like, I'm not going out there. I got to go to work.
Yeah.
So if you're in a position knowing that you got to go get your bread and get your money, you're not going to put yourself out there to be amongst the foolishness. But to say that maybe he didn't have a parents in his life where they cared for him and told him right from wrong, he would have been out there just like everybody else was out there. It's all on the parents. It's up to the parents to do what they got to do.
Yeah, and you got to start earlier with that too. And that's the difficult part, bro, with the laws and stuff too. So this is a culmination of everything, man. A lot of people are, you know, you can attack it from whatever angle you choose to tackle it from, but it's a culmination of everything. And I know I tend to speak, you know, generally and broadly a lot of times, but the reason why, because this shit is happening broadly. There's no one thing that's tearing up the black community right now. No. There's no one thing. This stuff that's why we talked about the history. This is why we talked about voting tonight. We talked about how these celebrities, the whole Lizzo thing, Tory Lanez and all that shit. And you see how we can keep bringing it back to each other. A lot of this stuff just stem from, I could say that we don't know our history, but that's a lie. We know what our people done been through. At its baseline, at its core, you may not know the ins and outs and the dates and the names and all that. You know we went through hell in this country.
Yep.
Why in the hell would we turn around and make ourselves to be the product of what our people already went through? At the same time, we saying we are not our ancestors. We are not our grandparents. And then we're promoting this. They may present it, like you said, they just presenting the carrot, but we're promoting it.
Yeah.
You don't have to accept that, but
it's all about the money. Think about it. Think about this statement from Meek Mills. I don't know if you see my video on Meek Mills, but Meek Mills saying, "Oh, record labels are paying us more money to be more debaucherous."
This big facts from Kathy.
Yeah.
Like D-May said, everybody gonna make
it. But think about what Meek Mills just came out and said. Oh, they pay us more money to rap about violence. But you took that money. Why you say, you know what? This is not for me. I'm not going to sell my soul. I'm not going to sign to Triple C's or Maybach Music or whatever he signed to with Rick Ross. I'm not going to sign to this. Let me be more of a niche artist and use my talent. I already got internet fame where people saw my freestyles. I don't need all this stuff. I could just do something within myself. But no, he took that money. Then now he took the money. Now he's seeing that the product of what the money he took is now he want to come back and say that I'm older now. I see that this is wrong. Yeah, it's good that you grew, but at the same time, you still took that money. The money is your root. That's the money of your core value. It wasn't your beliefs. It wasn't nothing for you to say like, damn, yo, let me fall back. Let me try to have some morals. Let me have some standing grounds. But everybody took the money, and it's way before Meek Mills. It's from Eazy-E.
That's what I'm gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? Like with Jerry Heller. That's why, you know, I'm working on my documentary about the devil, about how three, as Sean said, no, two small hats and one just fucked up white dude came into our culture and really destroyed everything from within.
Yeah.
All because of money, all because of the need to have something.
And that's what I was going to say. It goes back even further than Meek Mills. And we see this on the timeline. Brothers hit they, and it's just, par for the course for just growing as a man. You see it just like a lot of cats do shit in the street, and then they come out later on and, want to coach kids in football and, I'm trying to help the community that I used to destroy. So we hear that all the time. It becomes a narrative and it becomes acceptable, and we accept it as a community.
Laughing at Jason Williams.
Let me get that.
He said I won't slip.
Look, he says, hold up, Kofa, which one should I choose to be my wifey? Look, talking about Sexy Red or Sukihana. JC says Sukihana is a sad case. EJ says Umar is a simp. Jay Will says, wasn't Sukihana the one that sold her soul to the devil to make it on YouTube years back? I think, she talked about that. So Felicia says the hip hop anniversary is tomorrow, Cedric Avenue. Salute to y'all up there. I wish I could be there. Jay Will says, bottom line, it's always been about destroying the community, destroying minds. Just destroy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yeah, I'm going to let y'all keep cooking in the chat. Got this other crazy ass video.
Why you pulling that up real quick? I want to go back on this at Dr. Umar's a simp.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I look at things differently. As far as with the Quran, this right here. I won't say that he's a simp. I would say that he's an opportunist. Dr. Umar have a shtick that's on the internet that's not sustainable. So now he got to go to the next thing to keep his name relevant. He not building a school. Nobody's sending no more donations. You know what I'm saying? So now the next thing is let me go with Sukihana, who's another attention whore, and let me try to build up with something with her to keep my name relevant, and she's going to do anything to keep herself relevant. So he's going to keep doing whatever to keep himself relevant. The goalpost is always moving. Everybody's growing and evolving, and nobody's falling for Dr. Umar's shtick no more. You know what I'm saying? You look at, what's my brother name in King Randall in Albany, Georgia. He had less with Dr. Umar had, and he already has his school up and running. He has his school up and running with less. But
And
Dr.
bounced
Umar
back after it got robbed. After it got broken
robbed,
into.
yeah. But then you have, what's my man name? Like I said, Dr. Umar was, that's what I was laughing at. But you had Dr. Umar. I mean, yo, we talking about 15 years. 15 years, your man was building a school for 15 years.
And I told you, I've donated.
Yeah, but you know what? That shtick is over. Same thing with Jay Morrison. All these shticks is over. Nobody's falling for it no more. What they got to do next? This is something they built up, but it's not sustainable. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind slow grinding and slow growing my content, long as it's sustainable to my core value. I don't care if I have 3,000 subscribers. I don't care if I have 300,000. Long as it's sustainable who I am, it's something I could keep doing for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you do something that's just for the moment, you're going to keep going, chase the next moment. Sukihana is his next moment. That's all it is.
That's crazy. And the thing is, bro, it's the things they're doing are sustainable if you go ahead and start it. So this stuff, y'all, is
That
why
part.
I say do the boring shit. Go ahead and start. Like a lot of y'all, I've picked up before. Y'all came in before I got monetized. Some of y'all came in on my journey to get to these 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do the boring shit and just say, fuck it, I'm not going to have the most of the most of the most. Because I think King Randall, he started out of a trailer or something like that. Was a trailer he started out, and now he has an actual school. If you don't, you're not going to reach the top of what you're doing. But a lot of people will sell that. They'll spend the money on good looking videos and then collect money that way. The only reason I was really rocking with Umar is because I met the brother. I met him at Loving It Live, the little vegan spot in East Point. I don't know if you know that spot. Yeah. So I literally met him there when he was first selling his book, before he kind of, had his blow up, when he was talking about the school. Sat there, talked to the brother, shook his hand, got a signed autograph for the book, all that shit. So I fuck with bruh. I see what you're trying to do. As long as he's been talking, though, it don't take 15 years. I'm not hearing that shit no more. It's just been too long. Year 1, year 2, year 5, I get it. You trying to decide, I get it. But like you said, it's been this long. I can't keep doing that.
Look what Jason Williams said. He said, I was waiting to enroll my son in Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, but he graduated 2 years ago.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
God damn it.
Damn.
And one more, J. Will. That's a goddamn shame. Dr. Umar.
Take that monkey shit out. You embarrassing us.
Man, what the fuck? Bro, we getting ready to get up out of here. One more video, y'all. Just to kind of put a pin in where we at and what BT was talking about, even with the mindset of the men. Where did I leave off at? This is in Atlanta airport.
Disclaimer, that's the Spirit side. That's not Delta.
I'm going to pause it real quick for those that may not see the screen. It says, now watch how she played the victim when she was the one that started it. I'm going to let it keep on running. And some extra information. I know that cop. We was in the Army together. I don't know if he's still in. I ain't seen him in a while, but I know. I had to turn it down because the sirens are coming and they're super loud. I'm going to turn it down, y'all. If y'all haven't been to Atlanta airport, the police come through and they just, play the sirens to move people out their way so they can get through and all that. But you see, buddy got on one slide. I don't know if those are Yeezys or not. I didn't want to kill y'all ears with that, but she said, look, his other shoe over there. she talking about lock him up. Turn it back up a little bit.
This shit is over here.
Pause it real quick. That's all his shit. So she had already slung all his shit over there, but I guess the dude didn't get his phone out until they was probably arguing. So he pulls the phone out when he's throwing all his clothes. But of course she's playing victim when she threw all his shit over there first. But again, we often don't see these videos. That's another thing about these videos I want to talk about with the culture, even as content creators. We often don't see these videos until the incident is already happening. I'm going to let it finish out. Did he stay for that? That's what he stayed for. That's why he's dealing with the attitude, that trunk.
That's what I believe.
Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back on us. Y'all see that foolishness? Man. You got it, BT. You got it.
Like I said, I just think that he's okay with this. He like that ass, a pussy good, and he just like, I'm content. I could deal with this as long as I can keep hitting this from the back. I think that's where he's at, and he's okay with it. And you know what I'm saying? I can't relate. I can't see myself in a situation like that. If some girl take my Toomey bag and throw it, I'm not gonna be in a situation like that. So
let me get over here to the comment, man. Damn, where oh yeah, Jay Will said you were dropping bombs a second ago on the Umar situation. Let me see. Y'all talking. Look, Felicia says it looks like Houston. All sis, there's ATL. That is definitely ATL.
Yo, you don't understand, right? I'm so in hate with Atlanta airport right now, bro. Like, it's always something. Yo, you know how close I live to the airport. I'm literally, if I open my blinds, I see planes flying in. That's how close I live to the airport.
And you know where I'm at? I'm 10 minutes from that. So
yeah, so I'm
flying,
I'm 5
planes fly over.
I live
Hell,
here
y'all
for
know.
a reason. Yeah, I live here for a reason because I fly a lot and my car is locked up and you don't know what apartment I'm in. So if I'm leaving, I'm not a victim of a breaking and entering. That's why I moved to this apartment complex. So I fly a lot for work, and I used to be able to leave 45 minutes before my flight. I could catch a flight. It's not like it's always some nonsense at the airport that's holding everything up. I gotta leave like an hour and a half now.
Get your brother, bro.
No, it's a conversation we had. It's a conversation.
I know. I know. That's why I'm laughing so hard. So I'm gonna let y'all in on the family secret. So Broker Tradition was like, "Hey man, I was talking to my brother. That we was at the cigar bar. He was like, I was talking to my brother, and he asked me a question. I don't know the answer. Have you ever seen any white people working at the Atlanta airport?"
Hotter than fish grease.
And I've been in Atlanta for 13 years, and I was like, I had to think. It's been like 2.
Yeah,
it's been like
I've
it's
not
been
seen
2.
more than I can count on my hand the white people that I've seen at Atlanta airport.
Actually working, yeah. Not travelers,
not the
but
pilots,
working.
not flight attendants coming in and out of Atlanta,
No.
like working in the airport. Yeah.
Yeah, so unstructured
It's
conversation. I've seen 2 that I can
I've
think
seen
of.
one, and not to mention, I don't know why he put that in the comment. I called him when I saw the white person in the airport.
That shit was just hilarious to me. I was like, "Oh shit!" It stopped me in my tracks. I was like, "Damn, wait a minute, have I?" Damn. So I had to think about it. But yeah, unstructured. I had to.
It stumped a lot of people. I called Lex. I'm like, have you recall seeing this? She's like, no. Like, she called her friends that work at the airport, and they were like, I'm not sure. And it's people who work at the airport saying they don't know. So yeah, it's the thing. Like, it's rare to see that.
Look at Jay Will. He says, "You know what they say? The crazy ones got the best cat." Bruh, I stopped adhering to that years ago.
Yes, that's a false.
Don't fall for that shit, man. That'll get you caught up in so much shit. Hell
yeah,
no.
that's like saying, yo, look how she walk. You know she got good pussy. How do you know that by the way she walk? Like,
you know who I found? The little nerdy quiet ones with the glasses. I don't know what it is about a woman that can't see. That's Kofa. But anyway, let me bring a little blind ass here, girl. Anyway, Auntie Sean says these silly women are gonna learn the hard way with this dumb shit. A lot of them are. And Auntie Sean says that Trump carries too much junk. And Kathy is in shock at all this.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to bring the question up and bring, the dialogue. So salute to BT for hopping on with me. Appreciate it, bro. Bring the dialogue from political standpoint.
Can we finish with something that's still close to home with us that I shared with you earlier before you close out?
Sure.
With the gym.
Yeah, I was going to pivot. I was doing like a pre-close out. But yeah, that's why we talked about, the historical stuff tonight, the more recent, Lizzo, Tory Lanez, and all that stuff again. I showed y'all these internet clips because these are actual people. We love to pretend like, hey, this isn't our culture. I think Kathy said it earlier. It's not my culture. Sis, it's not my culture either. But it's representative of our people because these are still Black American people cutting a fool like this. Whether you FBA or another part of the diaspora, the fact is your hair curly and your skin is dark brown. It is what it is. We know you're some type of African descent. So when we're putting this message out, when we're putting this out, these images, like it does have an effect on all of us slowly but surely. Even the bump in the gum, we stood on code. But I just showed y'all how quick we were right back and right before BT brought it up with the security guard losing his life, getting beat to death out there in LA the week before. And then we right back on this bullshit after Saturday. Like, it's crazy as hell, y'all. Like, we really have to focus on my solution. I tried to bring a solution instead of a problem. I told y'all I didn't have a solution. But right now, the solution that I'm in is my individualism. Because no matter where I go, especially if I leave the country and things like that, and just from my military standpoint, I'm still being looked at as a black man. Am I one of those crazy passport bros and all that? The way people try to shit on. That's why so many brothers are coming out with these videos showing how real men with passports, passport bro title or not, are actually moving overseas, talking about what they do here in the States for work. Solid brothers. We got to start changing up our image. Salute to Kevin Samuels, because he talked about it all the time. Your image matters.
Mm-hmm.
But, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Your image matters. Salute to the Godfather. R.I.P. But your image matters, and we're trying to get it better, some of us, but then we still have to contend with this other type of content that's being out there. And, it may be, Kofa, why are you showing it? Because we want to pretend like this shit isn't happening. And I'm not with it no more. I'm not with them lies no more. I'm not with the, what happened, get over it, push it off. No, I'd rather piss you off so we can have a conversation about it, whether it's loud or whether it's classy or not. We need to start talking about this shit, because we keep seeing on the internet and acting like it's not happening. But BT, I'll let you go on with another ATL story that we were talking about earlier. This was my pre-close out, y'all.
Yeah, this hit close to home for myself and for Kofa, because this is not too far from where we live. This is our LA Fitness. I never seen Kofa there, and I have not been there for quite some time. I have not been there since I've been training for my race, and I'm more into running in the street instead of going to the gym and working out. So I have not been to the LA Fitness. I say about maybe 3 months. I have not been there.
And the only reason I would go was to shoot ball. I usually jog in the street.
Yeah. So now, when I used to go to the LA Fitness, I go in the morning. I don't know if you guys know my story. I had a pickup truck got broken into. Went and got another pickup truck. Next day got broken into. So literally, my car got broken into at this LA Fitness 3 times. The first time they broke into my truck, they stole my girl lip gloss, but did not steal my son's Montclair coat that was worth $1,000. So they don't even know what they're looking for. They just doing what they want to do. So they always break in pickup trucks. It's something that happens quite often. It got to the point where I don't even get a pickup truck for work anymore. Now I'm driving a regular truck, and before that I was driving a minivan because of the consistency of my pickup truck getting broken into in Atlanta. So this is a gym that we go to. This is the time that I go to the gym, and this is the story that happened. You got it queued up. I try my best to give the little prequel to the story.
Yeah. No, I think I had. Hold on. I thought
I was ready, man. I was
I know. No. That's my fault. I thought I had it downloaded. Did you send me that one? Where the fuck did it go?
I texted to you.
Oh, no, you sent me the sexy red.
Yeah. But I thought I texted you the story.
Let me bring it up. Y'all hold on. Because this still goes back to what we were talking about. Just with the culture and stuff. Like, this is the stuff that hits home. Like you said, this gym is literally, so I can jog to the gym. Let me say that. It's probably... No, you didn't send it to me. Yes, you did.
I just looked at that text thread.
Hold on. Let me download it. Damn it. Where'd it go? I think I lost. Oh, it skipped. That's what it was. I didn't see it on the computer. That's my fault.
Okay. Yeah.
Open thing.
All right, so my first pickup truck I had that got broken into was a damn, I got a crazy like now. The first pickup truck I had that got broken into was a Ford F-250. Then after that, they gave me a Dodge Ram 2500. Then after that, they gave me another F-250. But that was it. I was done with the pickup trucks.
And that happened. And I know. The first time we were talking about it, BT, it was like in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, that's the one at the gym. But the first time my truck got broken into was in front of my apartment.
Damn. And we know D Mays, remember when he came out which was absolutely crazy. When he came out of his house, and the kid that broke into his car, salute to D Mays, was asleep in the car.
Yeah.
Like he literally broke into D Mays' car and fell asleep in his car. He was that high. And it was to the point like D Mays was like shook. He said he went back, he thought about going back and getting his shit and popping them. Thank God he didn't. Here we go. I got it. It's a lag, y'all. Getting slow. Okay. Pause. Let me. God damn it. My computer is tripping. Now it's lagging. Okay.
Oh, it's like it's lagging bad.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me get to this screen share.
Yeah, you could just take me off the screen.
So this is the LA Fitness, y'all, that we at.
At 2 gym members who tried to stop them. It happened at the LA Fitness on Camp Creek Parkway. Channel 2's Tom Jones is there live, and Tom, police say the victims may have shot back.
Yeah, that's right, Linda. Police say the 2 gym members ran back into this LA Fitness after they were fired upon. It appears they fired back thinking they hit one of the suspects. And police say that the crime problem, or the members here say the crime problem has gotten really out of hand because they have to dodge bullets to work out.
Sound like about maybe 8 or 9 shots.
Benjamin Lang was inside this LA Fitness off Camp Creek Parkway Tuesday morning around 6:30 when he heard those shots in the parking lot. Nicole Blunt was there as well.
Or anybody could have been hit by a bullet.
Shout out to Nicole.
Atlanta police say it started when a gym member came out and saw 4 young men breaking into a Dodge Charger. That man yelled at the suspects. That's when they opened fire on him and another gym member. People who work out here couldn't believe it.
That is very troubling to hear.
This is where you come to release, not put your guard up.
It appears the men fired back. A worker at the gym told officers the 2 men came running back inside the facility. She said one of the men whispered he thinks he hit one of the suspects. Gym members say crime here has gotten out of control.
It's sad that we have to deal with that and think every day when we get up and go to the gym, there's a possibility that we can be shot.
They say car break-ins are a major problem here. Caesar Collier had his truck broken into.
They came and tried to get in overnight, but I leave the doors unlocked because that's what they do.
Workout warriors say they need help.
We desperately need help. We need these police to be hands-on.
They say working out shouldn't be a matter of life and death.
I don't want to die at the gym.
Area hotels and didn't find a gunshot victim. I reached out to LA Fitness to get a response to gym members' calls for more of a police presence out here. I'm still waiting to hear back. We're live in Southwest Atlanta. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
Bring it back on us. Yeah. That's what we at, y'all. Yep. It's happening to BT.
The lady Nicole, I know these people. I know these people. I work out with these people. I say good morning to these people when I go to the gym. I know who these people are. That's why it hits home. Like I know, like the lady Nicole that like, that I think she was sitting down with her head down. Like I work, so I see her around Atlanta. I know who she is. The guy who said, my truck got broken into, had the American flag kind of emblem on the back with the tent. My truck got broken into, and his truck got broken into the second time.
That's crazy. And then I don't know if y'all picked that up. He said he leaves his truck unlocked now. Yes. Just so they won't bust the window. Because what happens is they'll come around and they'll tug on the door handle. If the alarm doesn't go off, they just hoping that it, unlock. So I've known people like that say, fuck it, it's not worth it. They'll leave their windows rolled down just in hopes that, if you're going to steal something, of course they don't leave anything valuable in there. But if you're going to try to, ramble through my car, just don't bust my car window, because that's another expense to me. Then I got to call the police and all that. It's other people like BT's friend that was just speaking about that. I just leave the car unlocked because I know that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Let me get this super chat from EJ real quick. He says, you have to dodge bullets to work out. Hell no, I'm working out at home. Big facts, bro. Big facts.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
$5 super chat, so you already know what time it is. Appreciate that, good bro. But yeah, man, like again, when BT says this hit home, this is close to him. Like he stays closer to the airport. I stay closer to the gym. So we're like 15 minutes from each other. And these places are semi-centrally located. Like he could literally walk to the airport or ride his bike. I could walk or ride my bike to the gym. So one's closer than the other, but we're in the same area, East Point, College Park area of Atlanta. Yeah. You know, so when these things are happening like this crazy ass video I just showed you at Atlanta Airport, like it's always something. And it's crazy because people I don't even know if it crosses their mind or they just don't give a damn, BT, that getting in some shit at the airport could get you a federal charge.
Big facts. I
don't think that shit crosses people's minds. They just think, I see local PD. Like, y'all do know there's federal agents at the airport, right? Especially a major airport like Atlanta. Mm-hmm. They're off in their office just in case some shit happens, or they're maybe off site, but very, very close. And they can get there if they need to. So you cutting a fool on a plane, out in the parking lot, like we just saw that couple. Bro, I don't. This is why I pose a question. I don't know where we're going from here, bro. Like, this is the worst I've seen black people taking slavery and all that shit out. Since we have been free, literally free to do what we want, we're choosing to do the worst shit on a regular and consistent basis. And I know it's not all of us. I know there's subcategories of blackness in the hood and, you know, all that different type of stuff and all that. But when it comes down to it, if you are not a celebrity, you cannot be a wealthy, well-to-do black person and just go out the house looking like anything. You almost have to look like you have money. I can't go out the house comfortable.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can because that's who I am in the places I go, to Kathy's point of choosing where you go and things like that. I respect that. But when you go to an airport, you go to a different city, you don't know where you're at. But because we have this stain on us of this social media shit, what do? And culturally, where do we go? Because we have this shit going on in our family. We have so many of us that support this shit. Like, even when we're on code, now a fucking folding chair has gained more popularity than the people that are probably in the community already doing the work in Montgomery. I'm not even going to rant tonight. I thought I was going to go toothpick Kofa tonight. I thought I was going to go TPK, but I didn't. I've been good. Let me grab this other super chat from EJ. He just want to hear it one more damn time. I got you.
These last $2.
I ain't
mad. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this, man. I think you made more money off that song than Johnny Taylor did.
Don't say that shit, man. YouTube gonna try to.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
YouTube gonna try to come get my shit. Let me get these comments from KP. KP from KC in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Says people are dumb, bro. People that flew often don't seem to ever get in trouble at the airports. It's usually random flyers. People that fly often.
Wow. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to lose my TSA pre-check because, you know, I'm doing some dumb shit. No, I want to be comfortable.
Hell no. For real. Man, closing thoughts, bro. I think we done hit on this thing. Shit, we tapping on 3 hours. I just lied to y'all again.
You know how it goes. Like, I was saying to myself, like, I haven't done a live stream with Kofa in a minute. It's long overdue.
Yeah.
I think last time we did a live stream was 6. We did 6 joints.
Yeah, that was the Everyday in May closeout, and that was the same day I hit my 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So salute to you for that again, bro. You know where we went. The first time it was 3, then it was 6, and now it's 3 again. So I think 3 might be our average when we on camera.
I gotta keep that in mind whenever I go live with you.
Yeah, for real. Got to cut out 3 hours.
Yeah.
But go ahead with your closing thoughts, bro.
like I said, this is where we at now, and I want to give a shout out to my boy Shay, No Spoon Podcast. We about to relaunch our podcast called The Culture Revival, and he said something that kind of struck to me. It's like I'm at the mindset now where I'm just going to talk to the people that's going to listen. Like I'm not trying to convince people no more of what it is, because the people that need to convince it is not going to listen. They're going to listen to you with as Dr. Kurt said, unhealed ears. So they're not going to listen to you with the mindset of trying to be better. They're going to listen to the mindset of being defensive. So why am I even trying to reach out to you? Like, why am I trying to reach out to somebody who supported Sukihana? Like, that's not the people I'm speaking to.
That's not y'all, yeah.
That's not for me no more. Like, I'm like, why am I wasting mental calories trying to speak to these people? I'm good on that.
I like that.
Like, yeah, I'm good
why
on
am I
that
wasting mental calories?
Yeah, I'm good on that. So, like, you know what? Let's build a tribe of people. I don't care what your race is, whatever it is. As long as the mindset is the same mindset as mine that you want to build and be good, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind you got purple hair. I might talk shit about purple hair weirdos, but you come with purple hair with a mindset that I could be aligned with. I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going off of your exterior no more, because being aligned to our exterior is what got us where we at, because they know how to control us, because they could put people with the same exterior to do things that they want them to do. I.e., like Mayor Brandon Johnson in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? People in Chicago voted for this guy thinking that he's going to be the next thing, and he's out looking for the immigrants. So people in Chicago now mad because you voted for a man who wasn't really aligned with you, but you thought he was aligned with you because this man had the same skin color as you.
Yep.
I'm not going off the exterior no more. I'm going off the people mindset. And we have a conversation. You could tell a person mindset from a 5-minute conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, go ahead. Keep on.
Nah, I'm looking at Jason Williams, man. He said mental calories. I'm still in that.
Yeah.
Still that? I got that from a book. So I forgot what book it was.
Burning mental calories.
Yeah.
Jay Will says,
that's
good
where
live.
we at though, man.
Peace to everyone in the chat. Y'all be safe. Yeah. Stay up, BT. I'm gonna go ahead and make this close out real quick. Like BT was saying, y'all, we went through a lot of shit in this country as a people. My whole thing is, knowing that we went through it, why in the hell would we regress? Why would we go back through it or try to like remix it or do another version of holding us back? We have to get out of this mindset of the Sukihanas, the Sexy Reds, or the other male rappers and other people like that. Just because it comes with a check don't mean it's good, right? Because a lot of that stuff isn't even being spent on us. Like I remember, who was that speaking? God, used to play with Cleveland. J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith was talking about how much money he blew for how long, and he was like, man, it was so much I could have done with that, but it's gone now. He like, it's so much I could have built for my people, but it's gone now.
We can take it to this aspect. Now that the chair is a symbol of Black prosperity, I guess, right? You saw what I shared on my live last night. They had Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Fendi chairs because they know your Black ass love European designers, and they know your Black ass love chairs. So they put 2 and 2 together for your Black ass to make off the green. It's simple.
But we mad again. You know where I go. We mad at passport bros. We mad at brothers getting solid jobs and just taking their talents overseas as men. We're mad at brothers that are going overseas and starting businesses. Because guess what? Just like I was chilling with my homegirl today, and she showed me, she was like, oh, there's a new chicken spot in Atlanta. I was like, another one? I'm all for opening up businesses and all that. But what else? What else? Like people talk shit about brothers hopping in the YouTube space or podcast space and shit like that. Like talk cash shit just because you got a podcast. Oh, anybody with a microphone can say anything and that. How many barbershops? How many chicken shacks? How many
breakfast spots?
How many breakfast spots? Brunch is so.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Atlanta is the home of rinse and repeat. Everybody's doing the same thing over and over again.
And you got to have the grass wall with the highlighted letters.
Yep.
It's the staple. it's the culture, man. Look, I keep trying to think of another word, but I can't, because it's not even just representative in Atlanta. When I go back to Montgomery, it's the same thing. Well, shit, Atlanta did it. I bet. Go home to Columbus. Atlanta did it. Bet. I know if you go up to New York or you go across the street to Jersey or something, it might be something. The only thing that may switch up when you go into these bigger metropolises is that it's a bigger melting pot. You have more people integrated together from different places. Everybody probably stay in their respective neighborhood, but I can get a little bit of this, I can get a little bit of that. Whereas here, it's so black, it's the same old. And I hate it because it's like it's supposed to be a sophisticated hood culture. We cannot let go of the hood.
Over
Go
here
ahead.
where I'm at, I could literally walk to 3 different brunch spots. I could walk to 3 different ones. Matter of fact, now I'm taking it back. I could walk to 5. Now I'm thinking I could walk to 5 different brunch spots. We got now the new one that just popped up. That's on Main Street. That took over the I think it's called I forgot what it's called. There's another one that's open up around the corner. Of course, we got the Breakfast Boys. Then we got the Real Milk and Honey. Then we got Johnny's Chicken and Waffle.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about the bars is over there. Then we got what's the other bar that's over there?
Nouveau,
Corner Grill, and Virgil that's owned by Breakfast Boys.
Yeah. Now Tom, Dick, and Hank, I'll give them something different. That's a barbecue spot, but right down the street from there is Hattie Marie's. You can walk to all that, which is cool. What's next? All right, we got the restaurants on lock. We know how to do that. Barbershops, beauty salons, we know we got that on lock. What about the hair care industry? I'm just trying to think. I really want to turn this into a media thing. I told y'all I started, this is a LSC, Growth Talk Entertainment. I started that about a month ago. So I'm taking this serious to go into other media, other platforms. But again, that's later on down the road. But that's my plan. What's your specific plan? What do you have lined up? Not BT, but you out there listening. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to everybody still in the live. Smitty's Corner hopped in here. It says, yeah, smash the like on Smash. Y'all have a great night. Salute. Appreciate you coming in, stopping in for that like.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And I ain't trying to keep you up all night, but all we want to do is chase trends. Shout out to my son. He got a song called Starting Trends. All we want to do is chase trends.
Yeah.
Look what happened this past week. A chair, dog. Everybody's a hype over a chair, and I said why I hate the chair. Because it was a man who hit a woman in the head with a chair, and we championed that. I don't care about the race.
As she was just laying there.
Yep.
I ain't saying. Let me say this to the brothers. Like I said, again, a lot of them punches weren't landing. A lot of them didn't look that hard. I know it was like a video that came out with some white dude with his eyes swole up was like, "Oh man, that old man could fight." I don't even think he was in the fight for real.
Again,
I think that was another troll, another internet thing. A lot of them punches weren't landing. I ain't seen no front kick, no side kick. Brothers, we could talk all this shit all day. We keep popping off on each other with pistols because a lot of y'all niggas just can't fight. You don't got no hands like that, and you're afraid to get hit. And I'm talking to grown.
How did the fish grease on that one? Because that is
hotter than fish grease.
You said dudes can't fight. That's a perfect example. That's multiple generations of dudes who can't fight. We talking
again.
At least
I like that we stayed on code. Right there. But a lot of them punches weren't landing. Y'all get mad at me. Come see me when I come back down to the Gump. So, tears with a tears. You'll see me walking around. Whoever see this. But
you can't fight if you're gonna hit a woman in the head with a chair.
An old white woman laying down on the ground.
An owl laying on the ground. Got hit in the head with a chair.
Scoop somebody. Some of them dudes should have splashed in that damn water. That's why I would have put their drunk asses. But I wasn't there, so I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I appreciate you coming on, bro. We're going to go ahead and wrap up, y'all. I don't know what I got in store this weekend. I'm going to be working on the shop and everything else. I might drop in for a quick live. Knock on wood. For a quick live. And just see what else go on, man. I love talking with y'all, so I probably will do a little something this weekend, at least drop a new video or something like that. I got to get better at that. I got to get better at doing my vibes. BT is killing me, so I got to catch up with him on the vibes.
There you go.
Yeah, I got you, man. Got to get
I mean,
better
you
at
go
that.
live more than I do, so I guess you know, tit for tat,
Yeah,
right?
I
Like,
want
I'll
to
go live once
balance
a
it
week.
out though, man. Like I said, collaboration over competition, bro. You didn't help me out a lot. I think I've helped you where I could. You had a
You
little
definitely
bit,
did, yeah.
little bit ahead of me, but the conversations we have, again, y'all, collaboration over competition. Again, I'm here
Speaking
to
of that, make sure we after we leave here, go to Mona D's live. Like it's all transplant to Mona D because she was
Mona's
she's
live. Oh
live right
yeah,
now.
y'all slide over to Mona D because I'll be going out there. Y'all know my tradition after my unbroken tradition. As I finish my lives, I smoke my cigar in the garage, but I'll be over on Mona D's live. I appreciate everybody being in here. We'll see what's up this weekend. Just keep a lookout. I'll try to post something a little bit earlier, let y'all know I'm coming on. It might just pop up on you. I don't fucking know, man. I'm just all over the place right now. I'm kind of tired, but thank you for all y'all being in here. Seriously, man. Thank you for everybody in the super chats. One more time, let me check the Cash App. I am trying to get better at that, y'all. Again, I'm not used to people fucking with me with my voice like this, but yeah, I think I acknowledge everybody. Yeah, so
How you
take
gonna say that you're a whole rapper?
Bruh, it's people, because you know what I get a lot of times, bruh? You don't look like a rapper. Then I'll play them something. They be like, that's not you. I'll be like, yes, the fuck it is. Rap it for me. So I have to play the song again and rap with the song. And people will be like, oh shit, damn, that is your voice. Oh shit. Bruh, because before I was whack. I could write, but I couldn't rap. I couldn't get it out. So
yeah.
And now I just at this point with confidence. So tis what it is. Again, I am still working on that album, y'all. I promise y'all an album by my birthday next year in February. So y'all will know that soon. But again, man, before I get to rambling, thank y'all. I'll see y'all this weekend doing something. As always, brothers, remember, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. Slide over to Mona D for me, y'all. Slide over to Mona D.
I'm about to click it right now.
Yes, sir. I'll holler at you tomorrow, bro.
Later.
Peace, y'all.